Hello, hello everyone. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hello Ether, hello May, Embre, Asterati, Saint. Yeah, boss was merciful and sent us home this morning. That's nice, that's nice. What do you mean, Ether? You have the intent to anger me today. You could never anger me. Come on now. Web abuser. Pain, pain, pain! It will be pain. It will indeed be pain. I'm kinda late to this one. But you know, it's never too late, because I still want to look at it. Hey, Luna! Unfortunately found more about Birdie's lore than I wanted to recently. Don't we know it all? You crashed out the last time someone said intent. I would never. I would never. Lies and slander. Hello, Embre. I'm here drawing yaoi as I watch this. Is there the yaoi hands? Hi, Nightmare Reaper. We are in the hellhole. We are indeed in the hellhole. It's Ether. That's what I'm saying, Ether. Come on now. I feel like you are the one crashing out now. Come on. Yeah, so 3 weeks ago, Ace uploaded the video. Apparently he got it directly from Queen. Queen is currently crashing out on Twitter because someone on Kiwi Farm tried to dox them. Apparently got the wrong person. I will say, not surprised, especially with how they talked about Kiwi Farm. It was kinda... It's not okay, but, you know, it's what happens when you get involved in drama, especially with someone like Birdie. It would have been come sooner or later. I hope they're okay, even though I don't like them. But still, shouldn't follow you into real life. But anyways, let's get into the call right away. Yay. Gee, poking the farmers results in farmers biting you? Who would think? Never. Who would have thought? No one could have seen it coming. No one could have seen it coming. I will tell you right away, the audio is terrible because I think Queen recorded it in their pocket with their phone. So Birdie will be rather quiet while Queen will be very loud. So. The following audio is from a leaked call between Birdie, Jack, and their roommate. For privacy and safety, any names, addresses, locations, or extended silence containing personal information have been censored or cut at the request of those involved. Thank you. Hey, Quantum! Hello, Quantum. You get your little devil. Can't wait to see you balance this in the ward. That's what I have the secretary bird for. Exactly, May. Stop poking wasp nests. They probably call it a wasp for a reason. Hello, Günther. Hello. Guten Tag. Also, do Queen, I have grievances with you after that ERP reading. My poor innocent dog is... What grievances? I am innocent in this case. I was just reading. I don't know what you mean. I'm pure innocence. Like a flower in the spring. Like a little white flower. Knock knock.
Hi, it's me.
Knock knock, motherfucker. That's a great start.
Hey Jack, could we possibly talk out here?
Oh, yeah.
I have a lot of things to say. I'm sorry for surprising you like this, but I do have a lot of things to say.
Fuck, my earrings fell out. Sorry. What's that?
You're good. You want to turn the light on in here?
Are there subtitles? That's a good question. Yes, there are. Thanks for reminding me, abuser.
Alright.
So I'm going to talk to you about a lot of things. This is going to be a very serious discussion because I wanted to
very
talk
serious.
to you in person. I wanted to talk to you about everything that's been going on here. Excuse my voice, but my voice is very dead. I'm sick.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah. So speaking about the don't worry about it, you've been saying so much about don't worry about it, and then you complained to other people, even to us.
Queen's voice gives me PTSD. Why, Saint? Why? Is that how the woman talked to you?
About things like that. And then speaking of that, you've been guilt tripping us for a lot of things. You say that you did
Not the guilt tripping from Jack. Who could have seen that coming? Jack would never guilt trip someone.
off more than we can chew. Of course we did. And then, so
also, can you imagine? There are people helping you with all your bullshit, and then when they start to complain, then you're just looking at them like, you know what? I think you bit off more than you could chew with me. Bah. I would have gone insane.
why you should get professional help, which you said you finally get a therapist. Why didn't you think of getting a therapist all after the suicidal attempts? You've been trying to get suicidal attempts multiple times, twice within me.
You've been trying to get suicidal attempts? What?
Suicidal attempts. You've been trying to get suicidal attempts multiple times, twice within me.
You think I didn't want a therapist before?
Gee, you said you want to kill yourself twice around me. Jeez, it's almost like like Jack is trying to suicide bait all the time. Crazy.
I've been trying to look for one for like a year.
You have the money. You can
I've been trying to look for one for a year. Do you know how hard it is to find one?
do this. You also told me that during that one suicidal attempt with Squirt, you told me that it was only just going to prevent the inevitable. Anyway.
What?
Speaking about the mask, like you tell us that you're masking a lot. That means you hide things from us a lot too.
Honey, Queen ain't smart, and you can literally hear her emoting and shaking. Oh no. Hey, Deep Sea Monster, welcome to Pain.
If you tell us that we hide things from you, you hide things from us as well. How are you supposed to tell that if you're okay or not okay, you know?
Why can't you read thoughts? Come on now.
And then I have an entire
Saint, I don't think you are in the position where you can be the grammar Nazi. I'll be real with ya.
thing written down, so I know I can just keep myself on track.
You're good.
And then you also make people uncomfortable as well. With me,
Jack making people uncomfortable? No. Nah. Could have never seen that one coming. It's not like that's happened for years.
in the My Little Pony thing,
Listen, my English is also not the yellow from the egg, okay? It do be like that sometime. I'm currently a boiled sea monster. Oh no, yeah, it's getting warm outside. I hate it. I want winter back. I am... and it's so bright all the time. I've slept terribly this week. I hate it.
I know you did not know I was uncomfortable by it, but you told me.
Wait, My Little Pony thing? What like My Little Pony thing? Wait.
Also make people uncomfortable as well. With me,
I'm currently chilling in Antarctica. That's where I want to be right now.
in the My Little Pony thing, I know you did not know I was uncomfortable by it, but you told me that you get annoyed at people whenever they're annoyed at gore or anything like.
Oh, you know what? I get annoyed when people get annoyed with my niche weird kink stuff. Fuck those people. Bruh.
Like that because that was your childhood or something like that. I don't like seeing gore at all, and
Mamma mia! Here we go again. Hey, Blue, welcome to Pain.
I didn't want to tell you because I was trying to keep you happy. Of course, I was going to not do that. That's what it is. You tell me to be honest, and then you don't be honest yourself for those kinds of things.
Listen, I want you to be honest. Unless you have something against me, then please don't be honest. That makes me uncomfortable.
Because there's more later, and then you also rely heavily on us. There's a lot. Oh Jesus, there's so much that jumps around.
Last call until gone from internet. Hope so. They'll be back. Birdie be back. No one ever leaves. Let's be real. No one ever leaves. Nothing ever happens.
Let's talk about this part.
The fuck do you mean woman mentality from Do? The fuck you mean?
Like, even
You wanna pick a fight?
found your behavior weird, because you there and back with, and it had to take him a while, spending a crap ton on gas while you just hid and had to take you back, spending a crap ton on gas while you still hid in the guest room, and then the glorification of your self scars, and you.
All things that were already known before Birdie came to you guys. Hate to tell it, hate to say it, but definitely something you should have seen coming. Hey Blue Jay, welcome to Pain. And I feel like, especially with Queen, because they seem to know the internet sphere. Jelly, hello! Haven't seen you. An alien, clock it, bro. Yeah, I feel like Queen knows the internet sphere and should have known about Birdie's antics, especially since they also known about Cinny Bear. You would think they would have looked into the stuff, but I only know that they looked at Birdie's I'm Back video to see if they were mentioned as the driver. I'm awake early for a work thing. Oh, I wish you luck. The entire call is Queen saying, hey, all the shit you've been accused of before and behavioral patterns, how dare you do that to me? Exactly.
You carved his name in your arm. That's not great. You know this.
I can't, like, take it out.
Even then, the fact that you still did that, even if you can't take it out and stuff like that. I know it's still before you guys met you, but the fact that you did all these things even really recently shows that how is there going to be change? Because there's not been change. You've been saying
it's not been changed. Why do you never change? Yeah, it's almost like Birdie never changes. Crazy, I know. Doesn't happen from today or tomorrow. As soon as people are nice to them, crazy. Who is the third goober looking through the window supposed to be? That's Ace. Do you okay horror games do? So if you heard of Ill, I wanna fangirl about it. I haven't heard of it. I play horror games, yeah, but I haven't heard of Ill yet. I will definitely look it up. Okay, I must ask, was Birdie a PDF or did he do something helping a PDF? No, not exactly. They had some inappropriate conversation with minors, like in the terms of, yeah, you could say in the terms of Cinny Bear or telling them how to cut, you know, how to self-harm. Wait, but Draggy? Draggy was when Birdie was 16 and Birdie was 13, was 12 and 13, I think. I'm late. No, Tusky, we're only 3 minutes in. Birdie told them how to cut and stuff, yeah. Yeah, so most of that happened while they were a teenager, but there was still inappropriate stuff going on while they were an adult. Like, one teenager made fan art for them with their hypersexual sonar, and Birdie was in their comments and talked to them, which is definitely not good, yeah, you know? And was like, oh, I didn't check the age, blah, 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 blah. But it's not like in the terms where you could definitely say fucking pedophile. I would say. With Birdie, it's more like just very destructive behavior. Like they drag everyone down they come in contact with and never learn from their mistakes. Suicide bait, I'd always play the victim. The usual. Birdie is forever stuck at the barbers. Hi Cloudy, hey my wife. Hi, my least favorite chatter name.
Saying that there's change there, there's not change with how I'm going to keep going on. And then you say that you want Cinny dead. You panicked out when I showed you the screenshots of Cinny saying, I want him dead, I want him to die, he's doing
Once again, it's fine if they say, oh, I want them all dead, I hope they all suffer. But as soon as someone says it to them, oh, how could they? I can't believe it. Rules for thee, but not for me.
And then you say the exact same thing back. That's just hypocrisy, and I will get more on that hypocrisy later.
And also, Queen, you were there when you all giggled like in the girly bad girl sleepover, while you were talking about how much Cinny sucks and how you all want to get her fired from her job. I get it, Cinny is fucking can kick the bucket, whatever. But you can't now act like it's a problem when you pretty much played along with it the entire time.
Later. And then more about your excuses. You say you excuse Potts for a lot of things. I understand you can't do it, but has Potts too. He managed to do that.
Girly bad girl sleepover. Yeah, that's literally what it was. Like the gossip girly sleepover. Where they were all like, ha ha ha, I hate that so much. Yeah, fuck her. Ha ha. Yeah, we should get her fired. Cindy watching the call like, listen, I love these calls because I hate everyone in there. Because I can hate multiple people at once. I'm so good at it. I don't have to be like, oh, you know what? This one is a bad person, so the other person has to be the good one. This is literally light versus dark. No, everyone sucks.
You don't try to manage.
Rule of thumb, just hate everyone. Exactly.
You have 10K. You can keep that manageable. It's manageable. You know this. You research on a lot of things. You research about bipolar disorder. And then there's just so much about things that you can research and you just don't want to. That's about the driving as
Do out here multitasking hate. Yes. Free one for everyone.
well. You have me read you out driving when you can literally just research it yourself. You need to have the want to do it. It's your mindset that prevents you from doing things. You can do it. I know you can do it. This
Okay, now you're having too hard of a belief here.
is both a very go-getting compliment and also annoyance compliment. That's both an annoyance and I believe in you kind of thing. I know you.
Oh, this is the toxic positivity I heard about. It's like a disappointed parent. I am not angry at you, I'm just annoyed.
You can do it. And then you also use your
I know
VP
you have potential.
to insult us and then also trying to kill yourself. Like, you use that.
Yeah, listen, if I insult someone and they are like, oh, how could you do that? I'm also like, listen, I have BPD. If you're mean to me, I will kill myself, you whore.
Explain why you do all these things when it's not just that, when all you give all those reasonings for why you want to kill yourself, and yet you're okay. One moment you're fine, the next you're not, which mood swings and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's literally it.
That, yes, but you don't keep that managed. You say, like, you don't take things seriously. How can we take you seriously as well? We have to try taking you seriously, so we're taking you seriously
That's your first mistake, trying to take him seriously.
all the time. Well, you told me you don't take suicide seriously. Speaking of your hypocrisy, you say that Cindy's not clean. You're not clean as well.
Who would have thought? Gee, it's almost like you could have guessed that when Birdie was talking about, yeah, the apartment was always dirty. There was the fucking blender that was moldy for almost half a year. And you never asked yourself, well, why didn't you clean it? Because you were home all day. And you all were okay with Birdie being like, oh, I have pots, I can't do anything. Okay, if he not clean, what the hell? Because he lived with them. That's why. And then complained about how he is very clean, but everyone else is dirty. Like with Cindy, it was a big problem that apparently the apartment was always dirty with the cats around. And now he lived with other people and pretty much trashed the room. Not defending him, by the way. I feel like sometimes Queen was scraping for bottom of the barrel stuff. Yeah, it's pretty much just them getting all their problems out. But I can understand some frustration, you know, when you try to help someone have them over and they pretty much trash the room. Yeah, and Queen was also holding Cindy's cat hostage. But Squirp is back with Cindy, so I feel like the cat should have gone to someone completely else. Bled on the bed too and told no one. Birdie pretty much bled everywhere, you know, marking his territory.
Lauren has to clean up.
I still just feel like Queen didn't have to show the pictures of the blood on things because there are really weird people who follows Birdie stuff.
A lot of your stuff.
She didn't tell me that.
Your plates, you leave your plates in there and she has to clean that. Even then, speaking of the plates about,
She could have said that to me. What? I wouldn't have known. I can't read people's minds.
I can't read people's mind. How was I supposed to know that I, as a roommate, should clean stuff? Gee.
I'm not mad at her. It's just like I didn't know, so.
Common decency. I know you weren't raised right.
I knew you weren't raised right.
Not even common decency. It's household rules, stuff like that.
Yes, it is this call again, Binksy. I'm late to it, but I still wanted to do it.
You tell Cindy to do the dishes and everything like that. She says she does, she will, and the stuff like that. So you know that the dishes should be done.
I don't know how they're supposed to be done.
Oh.
I don't know how to do the dishes. Water, sponge, scrub until clean. And dish soap, at best. Get them dish soap.
Now suddenly we're saying, I don't know how they're supposed to be done. You can ask people. Nope.
Right, Wrapping Sunshine. Birdie has no etiquette. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fair.
Sit down, Jack. Jack, sit down. Come back here.
You're just here to yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm literally criticizing you. This is your...
I'm literally criticizing you.
Excuses. You're using your excuses again. You said you want to change. You said you want me to be honest. I am being honest. If you want to say that you changed, go sit.
This is why we invented dishwashers. You can use it, and if not, get paper plates. Doing your dishes is not that hard, but if you're really this retarded as Birdie is, or you are, just get paper plates. You know, they're not that expensive, and you can just throw them away.
Sit down.
I just don't want you to talk back. Just go through the list.
Okay.
And afterwards. Sorry.
You're good. You apologize to and me, and you throw under the bus for the same things, kind of like that. We already went over that on the thing. You say agree to disagree. Why are we agreeing to disagree?
The legendary agree to disagree. I was able to wash the dishes when I was 5. Yeah, same. I always had to help with the dishes back then. Come on now.
Agreeing. That's not agreeing to disagreeing, because you're just constantly saying things when we have receipts of you knowing that you should have done this, stuff like that. I told you in November 2nd that, hey, she's not going to want to move back in, that, hey, she probably won't do that kind of thing. You say that we can't read minds, you can't read our minds either. That's why we know, and yet
we can't read minds, you also can't read minds, that's why we know. What? Washing dishes is like the first chore you learn. Yeah. I even did before I was a teenager, like, come on now. Paper plates go in landfills, it's not hard to wash dishes by hand and putting them in the dishwasher. Listen, yeah. I'm just saying, if you're really, really, really too stupid to ever make your dishes, then at least, you know, get something you can throw away.
exactly, that's hypocrisy right there. And then about your racist past, I understand you said that.
Oh no, the racist past. Oh yeah, that's really important that we bring that up. Why are they talking about this? I really don't understand why that is now coming in. Oh, your racist past. Is it true that you said the N-word? I think there are some bigger problems than that, but okay.
Doing with racist stuff, but you never told us you said the N-word, hard R. That's you.
You said the N-word, hard R. To the gulag.
I did tell you though.
Told me, I forgot about it, but you never told about it.
You told me, I forgot about it, okay, but you never told all the other people.
This.
Especially tell them. I told.
Well, I don't remember that, so my bad.
You weren't in the room.
My bad. That was my fault.
Went in the room where it happened.
Then you flat out lied for a lot of things. You said that you lied about paying rent the whole time with Cindy when there was some...
What? Birdie not paying rent? I'm shocked. I'm shocked and appalled.
Spots that you didn't pay rent. And then you said that that Cindy would be helpless without you for that kind of stuff. And yet she's not being helpless. She's trying her best. But I know Cindy's bad. I'm not saying that she's not horrible. Just because I'm pointing out some good about her, does not mean she's not bad, you know. There's gray in things. Speaking of the gray, you tell us that you're gray, the world is gray.
What? You tell me the homeless person doesn't have money? The bad blob who never worked? Crazy. Tell me the person who always complained that Cindy wanted money for gas while driving him around. Wow, crazy.
Right, the world is not black and white. just because someone gets onto you, just like how you walked out, this is gray. I'm not yelling at you.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at you. It sounds like a sibling being like trying to annoy you. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not yelling at you.
Genuinely not. I'm telling you criticisms, but the fact that you're thinking that I'm yelling at you shows that you're not taking this really seriously.
I'm listening.
I'm listening.
Are you taking me seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
And then you told...
Hey Medley, welcome to Pain.
...that you did not have money for rent while your 10K was in the bank. You told her, because we sent you to... we made sure that...
I couldn't get all the cash because the ATM had a limit, and then I gave her the rest of it through PayPal.
That's what you told me. But at first you told her that you didn't have the money, which is why she bought you food and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure.
There's never food.
GoFundMe money didn't go through.
We made sure that you had the GoFundMe money before you go into...
It didn't go through right away. It took a while.
Then why did you lie to us about having the GoFundMe money?
I didn't. I said it was processing.
You're lucky you're dealing with me. I don't remember shit.
You're lucky you're dealing with me. I have Alzheimer's.
It's okay.
And then you are...
I'm practicing animation for a while. I'm trying to animate that, but I don't know how to add audio. Hell yeah, that's cool. I'm looking forward to see that much younger.
Are being a slob, but you're saying that you're clean. With the Senior House...
Isn't that what all slobs do? They're like, oh my god, I'm so good at this.
And stuff like that. You have your clothes on the floor and stuff like that. And, the blender, you talk smacked about Cindy by having the blender. All you gotta do, run the water, stick it underneath the water, dump it out, run the water.
Hi, Kicken! Just stopping by on my way to bed, tired after Midsummer celebrations, but I just had to ask you a question. What is the question? Professional bed water / blender. Yes. Jesus. Why does Queen admit she doesn't remember? Yeah, at this point. Come on now. It's like, you're so glad, you're so lucky you deal with me. Because my memory is shit. You could gaslight me really easy. At the very least, Birdie isn't a bedwetter. That's true. Just a bad bleeder. Have you checked the microphone? I have, Kicken. I have. I have indeed.
Stick underneath the water, dump it out. Not because of your pots, no nothing. Simple, easy, done. Speaking of your pots, you're not eating enough, you're not being healthy. That's why your pots is bad. That's
you don't have a good diet. No wonder you're so tired all the time.
your fault. So you stick it underwater, leave it out, and then confront Cindy later, being like, hey, I washed this for you for that kind of stuff. Can you please do it? And then you move on from that. You don't hold grudges, no nothing. For those kind of mini things. And then, speaking of the food in your house, you say...
Birdie has pots. I don't think diagnosed, but Birdie I have pens. Damn, you got me with that, Dawn, either.
You told the whole group chat that you didn't have food in your house. Let me go check this fridge right here, right now. You have food right here, right there, everywhere.
But it's not the food I want. It's not the instant ramen.
There's food right here. There's food right here. You can most easily get food right there, and yet you complain to us. You had Laurel.
But it's all food you have to cook, okay? That's hard. You think someone like Birdie can cook?
Buy you food. Uber you food. That's just manipulation there. That's just lying. Continuing on. You rely on a lot of...
What you mean the health or cooking there? No, it's a it's a health thing.
Things for pots to avoid doing things. Like I said, cleaning things or doing stuff. I know you can. I know it's hard for you, but you can manage it. With doing the doctors, you have 10K. You can easily ask me before this all happened to go to the doctors and stuff like that. The fact that I have to tell you to do things like, oh, you need to go to your...
Hi, Ash! Make sure to like the stream, exactly. What is POTS? No, you got me. I think it's... Okay, before I give medical misinformation, We do. This is an educational channel now. Let me find the definition. POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, is a condition that causes a number of symptoms when you transition from laying down to standing up, such as a fast heart rate, dizziness, and fatigue. While there's no cure, several treatments and lifestyle changes can help manage the symptoms of POTS. There you go.
Your doctor's appointment, or, oh, you need to, like, you know, maybe figure out your POTS, and then sometimes you ignore me, and then sometimes you're like, oh, maybe we should do this another day or something like that, or then you fall
lifestyle changes. Does that mean no more living of instant ramen? It's crazy.
asleep on appointments. Literally, I literally knocked on the door, multiple times for your one appointment with your therapist, because she said she was going to be a temporary therapist, and then she called me saying, hey, where's Jack?
Gee, it's almost like Birdie doesn't want to get better, or at least not if he has to do anything for it. Crazy how that works.
By the way, and I was like, he fell asleep, he didn't wake up. I told you literally the night before, do you have a therapist? And then you say, oh, alarm clocks don't work because you're a nice sleeper.
Alarm clocks don't work, bro.
But yet you put on an alarm clock for that one really important doctor's appointment. Seems like you're prioritizing some differently, but that's different. You also omit a lot of things. You tell me I'm omitting a lot of things. You don't realize you're omitting a lot of things by...
See, we are not so different, you and I. I've been setting my alarm for school with my phone since high school. Bro, I'm someone... Sometimes when I'm half asleep, I just turn off the alarm. And then I wake up an hour later, I'm like, fuck, I'm late to work. Happens to me especially often in the summer when it's always bright. So I set like 5 alarm clocks to make sure I get up in time, okay?
To myself, I can handle omitting things. I can handle it. You, on the other hand, can't handle it. You say, I can't handle it. The fact that you just tried walking up right now and said I was yelling at you proves my point. And
you're yelling at me.
Proves you wrong. You were wrong about saying that you're able to handle this, and you're not. Anyway, continuing on. You take a mile instead of an inch. I understand that you're in a very unfortunate situation while we're trying to help you, but you start whittling us down by saying we're not helping you.
Ah, gee, it's almost like that what Birdie did his entire life. I didn't say any curse words, YouTube. Are you getting censored again, Jilly? Shame. It's almost like that's what Birdie did all the time, using people, burning them down until they can't take it anymore, and then they are the bad ones. Silencing my voice. Shame. You said my name wrong. You yelled at me. My diabetes is flaring up because of you yelling at me. Baby me. I will baby you, Platinum.
And then start lying about things, and then your lies start surfacing back up again. And speaking of your lies, your internet drama and stuff like that, it's not drama, it's pure criticism. You've been victim blaming everyone without talking about yourself. You've been saying this person did this, and then you don't talk about what you've done. You had the police called on you multiple times, and then you barely said.
Do check out stream chat. Oh, wait. Where? Oh, Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, also one. Also almost in the same times apart as mine. I'm about to unleash my pots! You cured my diabetes because you didn't yell at me. Hell yeah, let's fucking go. We're now alarm clock maxing here.
What you've done there. What you've done to basically kind of deserve that kind of police call thing, or why did that happen? But you go, oh, my mom just hates me or something like that, when we find out, oh, you've been violent to people. Anyways, you victim complexing. You say that you have to be the victim.
What? Birdie having a victim complex? No. What a shocking turn of events.
In every situation possible, and then with how in the apartment and how she left, you literally tried killing yourself over stairs. The same thing with and stuff like that. I know you're not blaming it, but that's just extremely things. No one can come back. I know you said that you understand why Jade left.
Have you ever thought about the fact that Birdie just uses "I'm going to kill myself" as a, you know, way to manipulate you and not because he actually wants to kill himself? Just asking, you know, just asking.
But then you hold a grudge. You say that you understand, but you keep holding a grudge, holding it above his head. Be like, oh, you abandoned me for the apartment, by the way. She did this. She dipped on me. You told me she dipped on me when she did not. She told me she was going to take a break from you. And speaking of taking a break, she said...
What was that moist slapping sound?
Be like, oh, you abandoned me for the apartment, by the way. She did this. She dipped on me. You told me she dipped on me when she did not. She told me she was going to take a...
The fuck was that?
Break from you. And speaking of taking a break, you said she ghosted her. She ghosted you. Literally, the last thing she sent was something of you, and then, like, before you sent her something, she sent something, and then you left her, and then you texted her, and then she texted...
Why did it sound so moist? Maybe she, you know, maybe she slapped her pocket, but why did the second one sound so moist?
back something, and then you said, like, okay, I don't quite remember that, but I can probably have to pull it up or something. She's not here currently, but still, but still, you lied to us about that kind of stuff. You tried making yourself the victim and kind of things, and then you kicked us out when you said you could handle it. When you went to the Band-Aid strip up, you kicked us out of the group chat. And then...
You kicked us out of the group chat. I had friends like that, the whole "I'm gonna end myself." That's very scary if you're empathetic towards people. That's why you stop. Listen, as always, like, especially when you are someone who had friends who actually killed themselves. I will say, most I know didn't really say anything before it. And I get it, there are cases where someone might do the suicide bet and then actually do it. But in my experience, mostly it's people who are very quiet beforehand, or one day they are suddenly very positive, and then the next day you'll learn that they did it, so. I always have my doubts when it comes to cases like that, when someone doesn't get what they want and they're like, "I'm going to kill myself."
The Draghi situation, you said he's sadistic and loves attention. He's 17. That kid is 17. You're 20. 20. You just turned 20, I understand. You just left your 19s, you just left your teens, I understand. But I'm owning up for my mistakes. I understand how I handled the Cindy situation and how I was immature for all that stuff. I understand.
That's so great that you learned that.
And that's why I was in the wrong for that kind of stuff, how I handled Cindy, how we all handled Cindy's situation. For God's sake, with the cat, you lied to your audience, basically, that Cindy took the cat. Even if you said, oh, I thought she was, you didn't try to clarify it.
Okay, you can't be like, oh, you lied to your audience about the cat. Well, at that time, I think I think Queen still had the cat.
Within the same night, I texted you saying, hey, by the way, here's the plan here. If you give me full ownership of the cat, I can take care of it and stuff like that. And you did. And then you didn't try to respond to your audience about that kind of stuff. And I'm trying to circle around the elephant in the big room. Speaking of being a slob, speaking of all this, you can't take care of yourself. You can't.
No, Birdie can take care of themselves. Once again, I'm shocked and surprised. Birdie didn't take the fucking beach house because Birdie was like, there's no one who will take care of me. I need someone to take care of me. And there will be no internet. Come on now. And Birdie, also in your Gossip Girly group session, it was also like, I'm too sick and too disabled to do anything. And now you act like, I can't believe you can't take care of yourself.
You say that you tried to do it, and yet here you are trying so hard not to get an Uber, trying so hard not to go to your doctor's appointment, trying so hard not to eat food normally. How are you going to take care of a cat? I know you said you can't take care of a cat, which is why I'm taking care of the cat, but I generally don't think the cat should go back to you. I generally don't think. Sydney's given me full ownership of the cat. She thought the cat was going back to you as well, but now she's realizing that, hey, maybe the cat shouldn't go back to you as well. So I generally don't think the cat should go back to you as well. Generally don't think. But anyway, continuing on, because there's so much more.
Is she still going? She will still be going for over an hour.
And then your own family having, like I said, back with the cops because you assaulted your siblings, including the 7-year-old. You said that, not said, but you have that past history of doing that. And
I love that now after Queen let Birdie live with... Okay, I think Birdie only stayed with her for a few days and then with their friends for longer. After they save Birdie, in quotation mark, and, you know, reach them around to everyone like a pet that no one really wants to take care of. Now they suddenly are like, you know what, all the things you did in the past. Should have looked into that before, fuckard.
There's so much as well. Because then you go your trauma competition. You say about the medical condition, you tried one-upping her for that. I remember that.
Yeah, because Birdie needs to be the biggest victim. Once again, not surprised.
And it's not worse than yours. Literally, it has a rare disease. You have POTS and BPT, all of which can be managed. You just don't try to make it manageable. And then because you're also making it worse, you're not eating normally. You skip days. You tell us, oh, when we say we don't have money, you go, oh, I guess I'll starve. Jay literally paid for your food for one day.
Okay, imagine you have a roommate who is like, oh, there's no food that I like here. And you're like, well, I don't really have any money for something else. Guess I'll starve then. Yeah, I would be like, starve then. Then starve. Don't know what BPD is? Borderline personality disorder in Birdie's case. Speaking of supposedly, there was an account by Birdie's sibling who said Birdie tried to suffocate her when she was 5 and slapped her newborn sibling when she was in 2nd grade. I think that was also in the Toasty thing that we looked at the last stream. I'm watching this while preparing for birthday stuff. Your birthday or someone else's birthday? Oh, I'd be like, guess so. The starve. Yeah, but this is all again. Listen, even if it's Birdie, it's all quite murky, even with their siblings. Because Birdie also said a lot about what happened in their family. My birthday today? Hey, happy birthday, Abyssal Grey! There's so much weird information about Birdie's private life and family life. We don't really know what is true and what not, aside from the things that have been proven. So I always take it with a grain of salt if I hear things like that.
And I was like saying, hey, I don't have money, which I did not have money then. And then so you pay for your food because you're like, I guess I'll go starving then. That's just...
Why the fuck are you paying for the person who just got 10k from a fucking GoFundMe? You're all stupid.
Guilt tripping, either intentionally or unintentionally. That's just still guilt tripping.
Unintentional guilt tripping, of course.
You should know that by now because you've been... People have guilt tripping for you before. You said people have done these horrible things to you. Why are you doing these horrible things to us now?
We are the victims.
You, speaking of, you think your life is generally cursed because you are not 100% catered to. That's what we're feeling like. As soon as something...
Listen, my life is truly cursed because people don't give me free money. They don't wipe my ass.
Little goes wrong, you just start basically going downwards, basically. The fact, like I said, the fact that you walked up shows that you haven't grown, haven't changed. I'm grateful you're sitting down right now, but there's just so much that's been going on, and there's just a lot, like I said.
No money for water either. Damn, Majunga.
That's been going on, and not everything has to be 100% catered to her. I give you resources to do things. I gave you opportunity, new other things. You have 10k, you can use it. This is an emergency. Use your money. Don't be afraid of...
Wasn't the 10k supposed to be for Birdie to get out from Sydney's place? Just asking. Why does he still have the 10k? Hey, Quantum, thank you! Let me read. Sport. Happy birthday, Abyssal! Happy birthday from Quantum, Abyssal! Thank you very much. And of course, there will be head pets, because I'm very proud of every single one of you, not just the ones whose birthday it is. All stay strong. You are very strong to stay here with me.
Into it. I understand you have trauma and stuff like that, but you just gotta try. You haven't tried and said, just take advantage of us, or you go, oh, I guess I'll just miss my doctor's appointment. And I tell you, if I tell you on
Oh, I guess I'll just miss my doctor's appointment. Why am I not getting better?
December 16th, I can't drive you to your doctor's appointment, I'm betting you're gonna say, oh, I guess I won't go to my doctor's appointment then, instead of trying.
Yeah, Birdie said some would go to the victim, but the only victim it went to was Birdie. Yeah, wasn't Birdie literally like, what is a teenager? What is a 15-year-old supposed to do with 10K? Like, bruh.
Trying to do something about it, instead of trying to go, oh, I guess I'll get an Uber or something like.
Who's Queen, by the way? Queen is someone who was a co-worker of Cinnabar. They were kind of acquaintances with Cinny. And they helped Birdie to get out of Cinny and took care, kept the cat. Kinda gay opt Cinny Bear in real life, You could say, because they had their mean girl group where they were talking about how, oh, fuck Cinny, oh, someone should get her fired, And then they, their friend group, all took care of Birdie. Until now, they all got fed up because they were very surprised that Birdie was just as bad, if not worse, in some parts. And they didn't kick that Birdie out, and now Birdie is somewhere with family again, I think.
Like that, because you've used those kinds of things before. You've used those kinds of things with the food and stuff like that. You go, oh, I guess I won't eat then.
Did Queen get one cheetahs between this call and this one? They said in the beginning that they're sick.
Yeah, you should eat. That's priority. You tell us that you've been hungry your whole life. You should know what it means to be full, eat.
Günther, I'll be for real. I think it's good that Anno wasn't brought up again, because in my opinion, having the minor who was a victim in this case in the spotlight the entire time isn't really healthy. No, I hope they're doing good, but I'm glad they're not in the limelight anymore. Because in their last call, they're over like, oh my god, Anno, talk to us if you have problems, Anno, hope you get better, and it's really uncomfortable.
More, that kind of thing. Said you're not doing that. Said you're sinking yourself in a pit by your own thing. Self-fulfilling prophecy. You say we're not helping you. You say that you're in a bad spot. You say you're doing this. You're focusing on the negative so much. And it's...
What? Focusing on the negative so much? Gee, crazy. It's almost like I want to be a victim.
Dragging you down. It's the mindset you're a self-fulfilling prophecy, and that is not a good thing. Continuing on, you say that we never help enough, and and thinks we need to do everything for you and stuff like that. We make you food, literally made you a trasite for 3 days, and then I drove you.
We made you food, and you said you didn't have food. Ooh. No, this is. I feel like this is just we did so much for you, and you didn't appreciate it. Which I get, but I am also like, yeah, what did you expect? After it was shown how, again, fuck Cinny, can jump into a volcano for all I care. But after Cinny took care of Birdie for months, pretty much, and even told you all that, and Birdie was like, no, I was such a perfect roommate and a perfect friend. And you're all acting like there wasn't anything you could have suspected. Hold on, didn't Birdie tell people that they were basically neglected to death by Queen? They were starving. Not by Queen, but also the other roommates. Because with Queen, like I said, I think they only spent a few nights with Queen because the mom wasn't really happy of having Birdie over.
appointments. I don't know if he drove you around, but he drove you around a lot. And then I know they paid for food. I never did, but still paid for your food. And then
once again, why are you fucking paying for someone who got 10k from a GoFundMe? And had to commission money and everything. That's really on you all.
And then sometimes you got to get medicine. I think pretty sure ask you for $50 back for something like, you're like, yeah, I will do it. And you never did. And then with the prosecutor calls, we had to drive you places for the prosecutor. And then when you said, oh, I guess I won't do it for like Cynthia stuff.
Ash coming here, immediately choosing violence. Let Birdie starve. Listen, Birdie stuffed as much as Spencer for Mama Max did.
You go, oh, I guess I just won't do it or something. I don't know, it's too much for you. That's what you kind of made it seem like in my mind. The fact that I'm remembering, because I don't remember specific things, I just remember how I feel or others feel about that situation. You just were like, no, I'm tired of this, which understandable and fair. But still, you know, if it's that important, I'm keeping your cat.
Birdie should live with Spencer. They both are living off junk food, bruh. They both can starve together. I still live with my mom, even though I'm gonna be 20 soon. The difference is I know I'm not ready to live alone and want to avoid the college dorms I go to being destroyed. Like how my sister dorms were eventually. Listen, I think there's actually no shame living with your parents as an adult. As long as you carry your weight, you know? Help in the household as much as you can, even if you're someone who has to live with your parents, if you're disabled or something like that. Try to carry your weight. Don't be a burden on your parents until you're like 50. That's pretty much my standard with that. Also, some people live with their parents because the parents need help, so you can't really bash someone for that. Like I said, I see no shame in it as long as you're not a useless bad blob.
Early, I'm helping you, but I don't know if I want to give you your cat back. We'll see. And then, probably thought though.
Yes, May. Yes.
Homeless.
I'm homeless.
I'm staying.
I'm homeless. I pressed play and the first I read, I'm homeless. Well, not homeless. I'm fucking homeless. I'm back with my parents. My mom's health is going downhill. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better.
Here like,
even when you move,
I'm not saying I'm gonna take her when I go back.
You have the expectancy you'll ever get her back. That's what I'm meaning.
I got $10,000 and I'm still homeless. Exactly, Hula.
I mean,
I have to go cause work. Bye, chat. Bye, Portabella. Thanks for stopping by.
not really. It's like 50-50 for me.
I'm gonna go slam my head.
Not because of like, it's, sorry, I had brain fog all day. Go ahead.
Oh, brain fog. I can't think.
Yeah, no worries. Well, big worries. I helped you move away from Cynthia. I'm starting to regret moving you from Cynthia because I feel like that could have been handled.
Because you two were made for each other. Let's be real. Let's be real.
More private.
You just threw her under the bus so you can get away scot-free and hope that people will finally forgive you. And you can get a fresh start. I'm living with my mom because I'm only a freshman in college and literally couldn't afford to move out because I'm having trouble finding a job. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think there's shame in it, but I'm sure you also are one of the people who actually help around the household, you know? Carry your weight.
Really, more professionally. I feel like that's what I feel like I should have just kind of left you there. Not left you, should have checked up on you, which is what I did. I did check up on you. Why do you think you're here now away from Cynthia? I'm glad you're away from Cynthia, but your actions are not being, you know, profitable. You're not helping yourself. You need to help yourself. We can't help someone who does not want help. We can't do everything for you.
Gee, why would you even try to do? Listen, take care of yourself. If you have the extra energy and feel like it, help friends. But first of all, look out for yourselves.
Like Cynthia's been doing everything for you. I have issues with her for that too as well. She's been babying you. And even then, before this whole situation, you were acting basically the same thing with your grandma and your grandpa. Because literally your grandma said in the I'm Back video, she said, "You're burning your bridges." Basically said things that I would say, and you made her out to be the villain. I'm probably going to be the villain in your life because you think I am, when I'm genuinely giving you criticisms. Any criticism thrown your way, you think, oh, she's a bad person, or they're a bad person, he's a bad
Criticize me once and I think you hate me. That's so real.
person. You're thinking Jade's a bad person. You're thinking Cass is a bad person. You're 100% thinking I'm a bad person as well, probably. I don't even want to think of it. But yeah, you probably do right now. Or even forever now, if you ever do change. Because you said you changed.
I am the villain. Quantum, you could never be the villain, okay? Come on now.
Didn't. You, like I said,
100% probably. Yeah, that's how it works. Shut up, Saint.
Because I keep jumping around. God damn it. Like I said, you rely heavily on everyone else. While you said you want to be independent, you told us multiple times you want to be independent, and I've given you choices to let you be independent. I say, okay, take an Uber, go do this, maybe do this. I gave you resources, and you're still not helping yourself at all. You're instead laughing in a room.
My grandparents criticized me when I was younger, and I took it well. Birdie just can't take Dookie. Listen, I get criticized once, I die. Nah, just kidding. When Birdie comes across like one of those people, you criticize me once, I'm dying.
Doing nothing. I know it's nighttime right now, but you could have done something all day. You could have done something yesterday. You could have done something the days before, or something like that. You could have done something. You just kept sitting in your room doing nothing.
Do I growl in your ear when you sleep? Joke's on you, I like that.
And then I already...
Hello! Eagle Bunny! Welcome to Pain!
talked about the waking up in time for the appointments that you need. You sometimes don't set up reminders. I know I said I was going to set a reminder, but the fact that you didn't set a reminder yourself kind of worries.
Hi, Spammy! My problem with Queen is how messy she is with it. Yeah. Also making little jokes and stuff somewhere in the video. Yeah. Yeah. Queen. I don't like Queen. I'll be real. That's why I like the call. Because I like it when I hate everyone, you know? I think Queen is just annoying. Someone who flip-flops a lot. And then acts like, especially on Twitter, like the poor little girl. You know, she didn't know that anything could have gone wrong. She didn't know, please forgive her. Blah, 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 blah. Listen. Kicked the hornet's nest and found out.
Me as well. I know I should
Yeah,
have
poor
said,
Uwu Bean, literally.
oh, we'll set it for you. But usually the typical thing is, oh, I should set this myself, or oh, I'll keep this as a mental thing, and stuff like that. Even when I dropped you off to the appointment, I found myself typing down what your appointment was instead of you writing it down.
Yeah, why are you acting like the fucking secretary, okay?
Yourself. I said, oh, maybe you should write it down.
I have it on the card.
Good.
The card's in my room.
Good. You just didn't show me that.
I told you I have the card.
The card, did it have December 16th on it?
Yeah, it is.
I told you I had the card.
One for some reason.
You didn't tell me it had December 16th. I found out December 16th was a complete surprise to me.
I did. I said that I still had the other one written down, but not the December 3rd. Was it the 3rd? The December 3rd one. I did specify that.
Let me see. Hold on. I gotta pull
Why
that
is Queen
up.
acting like a mom for Birdie? I don't know. That's why I say, brought this upon herself.
Because I might be crazy.
At least I said there's another December appointment.
I might be crazy, yeah, that's definitely what you want to say in that situation.
Something like that.
I think I did. Well, okay.
She wants to be the group mom, yeah. Listen, you're either naturally the group's mom, or you're just a fail. This is a hard, try hard.
Let's see. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, you told me on 11/29 you're not.
Oh god. I'm the group leash kid. I can imagine, Majanga, I can imagine.
At a place where you could afford to do that. You have 10K. Why'd you tell me that? Let's see. Dramatic. You say, I'm not mad. I'm just being dramatic. You are mad at me. And then you kind of ignored me. Well, you wasn't mad, but it's hard to probably just...
Also, since Jack doesn't have a license, he cannot complain about Queen not being able to make it to his appointment. He either needs to get his license, learn to take a bus, walk, or get an Uber. Listen, he complained in his I'm Back video that he had to walk like 10 minutes to a bus station. Or to school. So, that was abuse that he had to walk in summer.
Turn. You should be mad or something. That's the thing. You don't take things seriously. I don't even know if you're taking myself seriously as well, or if you're taking me seriously. Huh?
I'm listening.
You're listening, but is that the same
I'm listening.
as being serious about this? Are you going to change because I said this? I'm putting in the effort.
Why would he? Come on now. You think, oh, you know, I know many people already told me all this, but you know what, Queen? You made me see the light. You changed me. Honey, come on now.
Effort to help you change, to realize things. If someone told me, I got a lot of hate bombs for interacting with you on it, and then I realized
Should have thought about that one.
why I was doing it, and I changed and grown as a person, and this is why I'm confronting you on now these types of things, because you need these things. But are you going to change? Who
Hi, Inkster. Yep, listening doesn't equal to accepting it. Yep.
freaking knows? We don't know. I don't know. I should
Okay.
have not done that. This is a serious situation. But still, let's keep seeing. Oh, speaking of your phone, you told me lost it. Told me he didn't lose it. He even showed me the screenshots of him saying, I'll check and look. Why'd you say that lost it? Why are you planning blame on this is your phone, that's your responsibility? You should have said, I lost it.
My uncle is an amputee who I can't read. Who has type 2 diabetes and has had a stroke, yet he's still getting his ass up to see the doctor. Yeah, and somehow Birdie doesn't manage the same thing. Also finally changed my username from Ghoulbunny to Inkster. Hey! You did it! Queen was so smug and condescending to people who tried to warn her about Birdie. Yep. That's true.
It probably is at his house or your car or something like that, and said you pointed to saying he lost it, he did it, blah blah blah. That's not omitting responsibility, something minor, but still, there's a lot of minor things that lead to one major things. You should have said I lost it, but still, you know. Let's keep seeing. Also, you don't want to try to even get a new phone. You just say it's complicated, don't want to do it, instead of trying it out. You could have.
Yeah, listen, you would have to get up to the store or even order it online, you know, but that costs money. What am I supposed to buy plushies from?
Said at least, hey, could you help me at least get a phone?
I literally had a surgery this month and I still do jogs and chores. What stops Birdie? The bed blob disease.
Understand I'm complaining about how much I'm helping you and stuff like that. But
Hi Mercury, welcome to Pain. Yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta head out and something more stimulating. Her voice is actively putting me to sleep. All good, Ulla. You don't need to apologize. I completely understand.
this is to the point. Maybe you should have asked me, hey, I can help. I know I promised you I can help, but you never set a specific time or date to be like, hey, could you come here and help me or something like that? Instead, we do other things, and you rely on me going, okay, let's help you. Or when I sit down and do it, you start like saying, okay, it's tiring, and then we do other things as well. Stuff like that. Or you should have just gotten a new phone. And then, let's see.
But imagine having to tell another adult, listen, you should have just bought a new phone instead of blaming everyone else. Once you're an adult, you are expected to pull your own weight and deal with the consequence of your actions. No matter what problems you have, neither mental illness or disability is good enough. Yep. Couldn't have said it better. And they don't, and especially Birdie is someone who doesn't want to change. Birdie just wants to find another idiot who caters to him, and as soon as they stop, it's like, you said you like me, you said you would help me, and you're not doing that.
No, we just started talking about the phone. You never told me that you had a December appointment. You just say, they didn't even write that date on the card to begin with, not saying that you had a December appointment at all. And so I was like, okay, cool.
Pretty sure I said it in person at least. I know that I did mention it.
You mentioned it after the hospital. Like after the whole thing came out, you're like, oh yeah, I had a second appointment going on. I was like, what the fuck? When did that happen? But then, yeah, going back to my whole thing, I personally think you scam people out of 10K.
No! What? Nah! Queen! What makes you think that? What? What makes you think that? The fact that the 10K were supposed for, you know, Birdie getting out from Sydney and not to put it on their fucking savings accounts? Crazy. Bruh, all the fucking plot twists here. Crazy. Nah, Dripping Sunshine, none of us would have guessed. This is a shocking revelation.
I personally think you did scam people out of 10K. You didn't need to ask for that much if you're not going to use it. Why do you ask for 10K if you're not going to use that 10K? This is emergency, like you said. You can use that 10K. Go get your POTS diagnosed. Go get a therapist. Go take Ubers.
Even then, that's not what it was supposed for.
To places and stuff like that when I'm busy. You know how busy I am. You've kept pointing out how busy I am, holding it up on my head. I'm busy and I can't drop things off the top of my head. Of course I'm going to be doing that.
Jay, you have a job. You're always so busy. Crazy.
Not busy on the other end. You're laughing in your room, doing nothing or sleeping all day. You can easily go get an Uber and do that. You say your phone's not working, go get a new phone then. If you can't find your phone, we're trying our best to find it. And I say, oh, I literally can't find it. I haven't told you I haven't found it in my car.
Oh yeah, Birdie isn't even diagnosed with POTS. Yep. No, it's self-diagnosed POTS, you know? But still always using it. Oh, I have POTS, I have a heart condition. Brr, 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 brr.
Yet, but still, that's my mom calling. God dang it, Mom! Speaking of it, hold on.
Mom, I can't talk. I need to confront Birdie.
Let me text her. You also made pay for money while you had money.
You made someone pay for money? That's crazy.
And you already, like I pointed out, had food, which I already pointed that out. You complained about the nurses about limiting your meds. You're suicidal, of course.
What? The nurses know what? Nurses limited my meds. I know better what I need.
You're going to limit your meds. Be self-aware. I tell you to be self-aware. You're not being self-aware. You said I was in the past. What made you change? Being self-aware does not stop being self-aware. If you know, if that's what, if you know. You told a lot of us that you would do it again. Your suicide. You gave.
I tried to kill myself, and I will do it again. Brother. As someone with POTS actually diagnosed and on medicine for it, it is quite literally helped with diet, electrolysis, clothing, aid adjustment, and medicine. If you actually go to the doctor. Crazy how that works, right? Oh yeah, Birdie also bought a wheelchair. Because of the POTS. But also left the wheelchair back when they moved out.
Gave a mental breakdown and then you continue to blame her. You probably still blame her. You say that ghosted/dipped on you when she didn't. You could have easily texted her back or something and said you didn't confront her on ghosting part. You didn't even confirm with her if you ghosted. I see in the text, it's literally the last thing you said. Why would Jay need to text you back, especially with the group chat going on? And said you can just go into the DMs and be like, hey, how are you doing? You ask us to check up on you, you don't check up on us.
You're a bad friend. Truly the biggest problem here. You don't even check on us. You didn't even get me a Christmas present.
You have a lot of suicide which is what I'm talking about. You talk crap about Jay to us, her best, like literally her besties basically. and then you publicize your attempts for Twitter. Why? Why are you publicizing it? People screenshot.
Yeah, guess why? Gee, why would you do that? Yeah, why? Use your brain. Why would Birdie do that? Why would Birdie do that? Maybe because it's for attention. I know, crazy idea here. Crazy idea. God, I hate it. But then Queen released the call. Yeah, they gave it to Ace at least.
It. I know you did. While you were almost about to kill yourself over the stairs, you were typing happily on Twitter. You were happily going on Twitter. We were pissed at you for that as well. And then the fact that I had to stop you, I was sitting right on the bed. You were on the ground, pouring the pills out in front of me. You tried taking a photo, and I was like, what are you doing? You know, like...
Bro, I imagine you're sitting on the bed with someone there like, oh my god, let me just, here, pills. Let me just take a picture for Twitter and say I'm gonna kill myself. Bruh. And y'all didn't know then that, yeah, you know what? Let's stop handling this fucker. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
Don't worry about it, something like that. And then you tried posting it on Twitter. Why do you think that's fine to your audience of 15-year-olds, 16, 17, minors?
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 14, 13, 12, 12.
There's minors on your public account and said you just blast it all out. Don't blame your BPD on this. BPD only makes you more willing to do something where you don't have a lot of willingness to hold yourself in. You act
what?
On your impulses, basically. And that means you've always wanted to do that. That basically...
You could have just said minors, you know, instead of counting the ages.
Shows that you wanted to do that. I told you about things that you shouldn't do, and then you grumpily sit off still, and I basically had a fight.
No, Birdie, you can't suicide bait on Twitter. Aww.
For you for that kind of thing. And then you told me you think of suicide 24/7. That's why we're not going to tell you things. Otherwise, you're going to dump out pills, stuff like that, which is...
Yeah, maybe that should have been your sign that, you know what, nah, I ain't gonna deal with this shit. No, just saying.
Why we're telling you things now, because you're not dumping out pills right now, but I don't know what's going
You're not dumping out pills right now, so you're fine. God, I hate these people so much.
Happen afterwards. We'll see what happens afterwards. If it's going to make you so bad you want to kill yourself or something.
I mean, for the record, I do agree with some of this. Like,
oh god, I forgot Birdie is also in there. I mean, for the record, I agree with some of this, you know.
So?
There are some that, like, you weren't there for the context.
That's the context, guys. You clip-shimped me.
Like how you keep victimizing everyone on your YouTube video and everything. You don't say anything about, I watched your I'm Back video. I'm still halfway done because I was...
Bruh. I think she talks now about why she only watched part of the I'm Back video. I was floored when I heard it the first time.
Literally, genuinely so frustrated. I have 3 hours of recording about that because I was like, I'm going to record this to see my reaction. 3 hours.
I want to record this to see my reaction? Why do you need to record yourself to see your own reaction? I'm pretty sure I know what my own reaction is without looking back on the streams or... Listen. Okay. I don't question it, you know what?
4 hours, I think. 3 to 4 hours with just... Oh, I'm going to go, and we're only an hour in. 4 hours.
Bruh, how do you need 4 hours to watch an hour of Birdie's I'm Back video? Bruh.
Hours to an hour in. We were fed up with you. Me decided to watch your I'm Back video, and we were fed up with how much you've just been pushing everything aside.
Why are all of them so narcissistic? I don't know. Like I said, from what I've seen, Queen was like, yeah, I just now watched the I'm Back video in full. Because I only watched it once before and only part of it because I wanted to see if I was mentioned. Because I drove Birdie and Cindy home. What the fuck? And then they were pissy because they didn't get mentioned. And I'm like, Why would you get mentioned? You're some glub shadow. Why would you be mentioned in a YouTube video where it's like, oh, and of course, their good friend Queen. Wonderful person, Drofos. Like, what the fuck did you expect?
Victim blaming and not taking responsibility. You're blaming Draggy, who's a 13-year-old. Going back to Draggy again, because there's more. You don't admit to it. Instead, you're calling Draggy a...
I started writing something for myself.
I started writing something for myself in my journal.
I admit that I was wrong in that situation.
Well, you didn't tell us this. How were we supposed to know? We can't read minds.
Yesterday.
I started...
How convenient. You know, I learned yesterday that I was in the wrong for blaming the 13-year-old.
Yesterday.
I didn't think you would care because you're mad at me.
You wouldn't care because you're mad at me. I thought you don't care about me. Oh, cry me a goddamn river.
Do you want to... I'm telling you why I'm mad at you.
Yeah, so I didn't think you would care if I did something like that.
Then why didn't you take things seriously then? Why didn't you tell me things? I thought you were trying not to hide things from us or something like that. You see how your actions are affecting us as well. You use those exact same excuses. You're in the same boat as we are, and you're not understanding things. Instead, you're getting pissed. I understand why you're keeping those things from me.
You can say that, but you are pissed.
I am mad. I am.
I'm back from helping my parents. Welcome back, Ambre.
I'm gonna hold that above your head. Maybe I will.
What? I'm not going to hold it above your head. Maybe I will. Brother.
See about that. Speaking
Hey, just IRL, I can't.
Honesty. You're using the same excuses
Hi, Viking Olin. Welcome. Welcome to Pain.
I use as well. Yeah, and
What? You're using the same excuses I use. How dare you copyright my abuses, my excuses. How dare you steal my excuses? Those are mine. Don't steal.
I'm admitting to some of those excuses, but because I'm mad, you're not showing me things for something like that. Because you're mad. Yesterday. You should have known this from basically the start. Draggy.
What the fuck? What is she doing? What the fuck is this?
Was 13. You were 16. That's worse than an age gap than Kitty Dog. And you know that, and you blame Kitty Dog for it. And
Why is it squeaky? Don't ask questions.
everything. What Kitty Dog did was horrible and stuff like that. But you don't tell us to go after her and stuff like that. Instead, you're telling us to go after the 13-year-old and that the 13-year-old had a grooming thing.
Yeah, fuck the 13. I can't even say that as a joke, man.
That you would think you were manipulated by the 13-year-old. Anyway, I'm glad if you're going to start
I can't believe she's doing the IRL. It's so cringe.
changing now. I'm really glad that you are changing, but I'm too mad to
I'm really glad that you're changing. What do you mean? The Birdie ain't gonna change, bro.
realize that right now. So
Okay.
I'm going to say that I am glad that you're admitting, because better late than never, I suppose. But you've hurt so many people in the processes of being okay.
I've been coming to terms with that as well.
Yeah, I see. I've been coming to terms with it. You don't understand. I'm a changed person.
Yeah, you should.
I can't believe she believes that.
Speaking of responsibility, which you said you're taking responsibility for Draggy's fault. We'll see how that goes with your new video, if you're posting that out, whenever you can.
I'm still mulling it over. I'm still processing it.
Yeah.
I'm still processing it. It's been like over 4 years, but you know, I'm still processing it. Tataria keeps trying to do annoying voices while her own voice is fried from illness. Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah.
Because I need to, like, never mind, sorry, my brain fog. I can't think today.
Oh, my brain fog. I can't think today. Can we do this another day? My brain.
Okay. Don't blame that.
Oh my god. Don't blame that. I know the brain fog, brother.
And then, Speaking of nudes, do you have child porn? Do you have...
Who starts a conversation like this? Oh, it just goes from the petty shit. It goes from the petty shit of, yeah, you don't wash the dishes. And so, do you have child porn? Where?
have child porn?
What are you talking about?
That's not what you should ask here. Why didn't you immediately say no? Why do you ask what you talk about? Just say no, man.
When you were younger, people sent you nudes? You sent people's nudes, stuff like that, from what I've heard.
We were the same ages, and I didn't save any of them. They actually saved them and posted them on.
Yeah, we don't care what you are a victim. We just want to know if you have child porn, you know.
Kiwi Farms and stuff.
I don't even know what Kiwi Farms is.
We were both like, me and that person were both like 15. I never saved any of them. I actually deleted all of mine as soon as we broke up, but they saved all of them.
Okay.
Bruh, what a tone shift.
I wouldn't do something like that now. I was 15.
I wouldn't do something like that now, you know.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
I know. Right now. But still. You got mad at me. You blamed me for missing your appointment last...
And now we're going back to the petty shit, you know. First, do you have child porn? Why do you ask? No, I wouldn't do that. Okay. Anyway, you got mad at me. You blamed me for missing your appointment.
Week when I completely forgot about it, which was, yes, my fault, I will admit to that, stuff like that, but you got mad saying, why didn't you wake me up when, yeah, you should have also known that was your appointment, because we literally have that down as well.
Hey dude, check out the clip in your Discord chat. Give me a second. What is it? Integrity to admit, hey, I'm a pedophile. Fuck you, Ember. Integrity to... I got clip shipped. I got clip shipped. Listen, Birdie should have done that here. Hey, I'm a pedophile.
And stuff like that. You should have had that written down as well. And said you missed it. I think I even told you the night before, hey, you got an appointment.
This is why I tell you to quote people.
An important appointment the night before, and then you completely forgot about that. You said you wanted to be independent. Yeah.
Birdie doesn't want to be independent. They just want people to give them free stuff.
You told us you can't interact with fan art for like that 15-year-old stuff like that. I know a lot of people draw fan art of you and stuff like that. But as soon as you found out that kid was 15, instead of owning up to it, saying that was my fault, I should not have looked at it, you instead went, stop making this weird. I didn't privately DM them.
Right there.
Yeah.
There are a few misunderstandings with that.
You don't understand. There were a few misunderstandings with that.
And I do still, that was a big mistake that I made, reacting so defensively, which is why I decided to take a break from social media and why I'm continuing to do that, because I realized I'm not stable enough to run a public account
should have realized that one long time ago.
The place that I'm at mentally right now. And I realized that I was getting defensive at this person, and I still did not check their profile. I thought they were
as independent as a leech feeding off on a man. Yep. Yeah, that's the true independent here.
I assumed that they were 16 or 17, because I'm like, yeah, my audience is 16 plus.
But even then, that kind of thing, that's an 18 plus thing. Self-harm, but the thing that's 18.
I didn't know that it was 18 plus. I don't know what is not safe for work and what not, bro. It's so complicated. According to Birdie. Bruh. I didn't know. I hate these people.
Say I didn't know.
Yeah.
Did you just say you didn't know? Wait. Yeah, I didn't know my fetish was supposed to be on the Not Safe for Work channel. Gee.
I only found out until I saw like posts about it on
I only found out about it recently, bro.
Twitter. And then I realized I fucked up because I didn't even check, and I was getting like all defensive over something really stupid, and I did make a mistake, and I should have checked their profile because they were obsessively making fan art of me, and I didn't think, oh, this is weird. I was just like, oh, it's fan art, I have to comment on it.
Fair enough, but I'm talking about
What do you mean fair enough?
how that stuff, how your entire account, some of your really cute art, yeah, definitely should be, but Seth's Deadly Sin characters, which is 100% 18 plus, you admitted it to as well. I remember you also admitting it to me as well, saying that, oh, I should
This ain't a not fair enough case.
make some of these 18. Instead, you drew very extreme, like literally almost sex, just literally, what's his name again?
Literally almost sex.
June groping.
Another thing, I was the same age as those characters when
I was the same age as these characters. No one cares. I was the same age as the characters.
drew that stuff.
No, I'm talking about now. This is like now recently. Like this is new Seth. This is new
They're
Juno.
my age. Like I aged up the character.
But still, I'm
I
talking
don't care if you're the same age as your fucking characters were.
about your audience who watches those stuffs, looks at those stuffs. You have very sexual things that belong on an 18 plus page. Your My Little Pony, really cute. Your derpy stuff.
Ah. Oh, honey. My Little Pony stuff. Really cute.
But you posted on there, 100% good. That's good for any ages. But your Seth Deadly Sin characters you posted about, your extremely hypersexual character you've posted about on stuff, bad. No, keep that away from
Bad. No, bad dog.
kids at this point, especially with how gray that area. Just make it 18 plus. If you think it's gray, make
I don't think the hypersexual sonar is a gray area.
it 18 plus. Basically, kind of make that black and white separation. 18 plus, that's
I
fine.
do actually think that's a good idea. I don't like having minors in my audience in the
Oh, yeah, now all of a sudden, you know what? I actually don't like having minors around.
first place, so I definitely should just mark everything as 18 plus. I'll have to mull that over though, because that's like, I'm gonna have to worry
I have to mold it over though. Yeah, and then never do anything against it because you actually don't care. Come on now.
about that later, because I can't even think about social media right now. I have to focus
I can't think about social media right now.
on other stuff.
Yeah, but people want change now too as well.
There are other things that are priorities right now, like calling the apartment, checking the emails. I don't know what else. I haven't been able to think today. But
Do that, Ember. Goody birdie.
I have been trying to prioritize other things because I know that if I focused on the internet right now, I would spiral, and I know that I do not need to
Oh yeah, we wouldn't want you to spiral. Your entire life is a spiral downwards, bro.
do that right now.
And then you shouldn't even be on the internet. You shouldn't.
Crazy thought.
At that point, just don't be on the internet anymore. Stop being on the internet. Find a job. Get your GED. You have money. 10K to serve you through. Stuff like that. Get your GED or something. It's just because you have a...
Ew, you want Birdie to do work or school stuff? Don't you know that Birdie is disabled? Oh my god. Is that already what people are saying? It's driving me insane.
You have disabilities doesn't mean you can't do it. You just don't want to do it. There's a difference. Because there's a lot of people out in the world who have disabilities worse than yours too.
I don't even... wait, I'm pretty sure my GED test was free. Listen, I don't know shit about it, so... Who am I to judge? But even if, listen, Birdie supposed to learn about stuff, I don't think so. It's work trained. Maybe Birdie even has to walk somewhere for that.
I'm not going to say that they're worse. Everyone's worse and stuff like that. It's just that
Hey newbie, welcome to Pain.
you can do it. You just don't want to. And it's becoming too late. That's the thing. There's sometimes time limits to things. When you start doing things and stuff like that, there's just basically time limits where people just break their psyche. You told me that we're breaking your psyche. You're also breaking all of our psyches because you're doing everything where you just sometimes can't come back from.
Okay, now it turns into just you. You tell us that we break you, that we are driving you insane. You are driving us insane. Literally just know you at this point.
This part right here is getting.
I may be late, but it also means I get to hear Queen less. It always has its up and downsides.
So bad where you just literally can't come back from this. You're basically worse than Cindy. You are becoming worse than Cindy. You realize too late. Stuff like that for too many things. Even then, I don't know how to believe your words because you said that gaslighting is fun to me. You said that you can pretend.
And then you didn't think, yeah, that sounds kinda unhealthy. And now you're like, ah, shit, he meant it. Fuck.
To do things. How can I trust your word? You've lied to us so many times that I can't.
Stop you right there with that one too.
I will stop you right there with that one.
In the context of like, I don't.
I was told to migrate here instead of watching President Sunday. Oh, now you get to witness pain.
I think you understood properly because it's not something that people do like as a joke. But I'll be like, oh yeah, this. Did you know that Let me think of an example. Do you know that James Corden was in SpongeBob? That's what I was talking about.
I just gaslight fun things, you know? I would never gaslight for anything else. Just fun things.
Not try to intentionally lie to people. And I know that I've lied to you, and I'm still processing that.
I'm still processing that I lied. I can't believe that I lied. How could I do that? I hurt myself with that. You don't understand. It hurt me more than you.
Yesterday I realized that I'm wrong and I'm starting to process it. But the process is a process.
That's such deep words, you know. The process is a process. The true advancement we made is the process we did along the way.
And I have to...
Yeah, literally yesterday. You know what? Yesterday I realized, damn, I need to turn my life around. I had an awakening.
I'm doing one thing at a time, and again, my brain fog today. I can barely form sentences, but like, go ahead.
You were having happily fun on Discord right there and then. Before any of this happened, I was listening to you laughing off over there.
Yeah.
I was listening to you laughing. How dare you laugh? What do you have to laugh about?
Having fun, which I understand it is okay to laugh off and stuff like that. And I understand it's fine to do that kind of stuff.
Discussing with that person the things I've had revelations about.
Yeah, cool. Great. Yeah, but it's becoming too late. You've said all these things to us, and now you're just finally realizing the gravity of your situation. Did someone tell you your actions?
Nah. Did someone tell you that your actions have consequences?
How bad it was? Why does it take someone else to tell you how bad your actions are sometimes? Which I understand. I should not be making that as a thing.
Because I thought I could get away with it. That's why.
Needs to tell you. But the thing is that you've gone through these types of situations before. You should have known better. You've had people manipulate you. You got pissed at the same things that we're getting pissed at you for. And yet here you are making...
No, listen, it's fine when I do it. It's not fine when other people do it. This is my thing.
Some excuses for some things and stuff like that. And you've even admitted right now that you have lied to me. Of course, I'm not going to take you very seriously for those kinds of stuff. I literally heard you talk about your mom right then and there. But then again, I didn't hear the whole conversation.
Wait.
So...
Oh, we were talking about, like, it wasn't anything serious. It was just, like, my mom talks really weird. She says, like, yo, and, like, daddy.
He says, like, my mom talks really weird. I would never talk shit about my mom. Come on now.
Yo all the time.
Yeah, I remember you said that to me. But still, it's just bad. Cause like
It's just bad. why does Queen always say it like that? It's bad. Oh, I can't take it serious. I'm sorry. But when she talks like that, it's just like pfft.
like serious conversations need to have serious topics, stuff like that.
That wasn't a serious conversation, though.
You told me that it was a serious conversation. Well, you didn't say in your words.
We've been talking about, like...
This is my personal opinion, but Birdie and Cindy were definitely dating and more. They were definitely fucking. In my opinion.
We've been talking about really serious stuff. But, like, we just decided, like, why don't we watch something tonight and then we can keep talking tomorrow. So.
That's fair
We were just having a sleepy time call. Come on now.
enough. That is fair enough.
It's not, but okay.
Yeah, I already talked to you about Squirt. Don't think you will ever probably get Squirt back. So keep that in your mind. And I know you killed yourself over Squirt. I'm hoping you do not. I really don't.
Optics.
Don't, but you said that you weren't going to kill yourself, so I'm taking your words seriously. You said you're not going to kill yourself.
Birdie won't do it, come on
I
now.
want to say this right for here and then. You're probably, high likely, not going to get Squirt. Anyway, you...
You're not going to get squirted. Hi X, welcome to pain. Welcome to pain.
been disrespecting a lot of people. You've been disrespecting so many people, which I can't remember.
How dare you disrespect us? Gonna sew up some holes in my pants while listening, don't mind me. Yeah, you sew those holes.
Draggy as well. The fact that you have to get completely hated on for you to realize that your problems were a problem. You basically...
That made me spit my coffee. Squirted. No, Queen said, you're not going to get squirt back, but the... the subtitles read that as you're not going to get squirted.
You're walking around in front of his parents in his underwear, which I understand.
What? You're walking... Oh, yeah, with the one roommate, Birdie was just walking around in his underwear the whole time. Who lived with his parents, apparently. What the hell did I just return to? Pain.
Understand that. You don't even understand that. Like, I don't think you do this in front of anyone's parents. You don't walk out into the public with your just...
In his underwear? No, Birdie. Birdie walked around in his underwear in front of the roommate and his parents.
Your underwear. You don't walk out in front of just random people's parents, just your underwear. You told Lauren that...
Oh, gee, thanks for explaining that, Queen.
You were uncomfortable with going in through her fridge, but yet you were fine and dandy going through...
I'm very uncomfortable going through people's fridges, but you know what's fine? Walking in front of them in underwear, that's fine.
His house in an underwear, down the stairs with ramen, and then when you get food, you go back up and...
I told ya! Birdie is a ramen eater. Instant noodles. Yeah, I think Queen just chose the word poorly with just his underwear. But it was Birdie who walked around in his underwear. Don't fight me, Saint. I will come to you, and I will shank you.
Hide in the stairs, stuff like that. And we have to basically be like, hey, you want to hang out before you go out and actually hang out with us and stuff like that.
Why would you want to hang out with Birdie?
Like that, because you go, I'm bored or something like that. And then you kept the lights on all night with...
When it's one of those real cheap, easy foods. I know, but Birdie, who always complains about having POTS, starving, not being able to cook, having 10k, you know. Yes, Saint, but you don't complain about all your health problems. God.
So she couldn't sleep, but that's just being very inconsiderate of others. You've been inconsiderate of so many people.
Though. I know we came to an agreement about the lights, but I genuinely can't...
Oh yeah, and then left the lights on the whole night, while even having to share his room with someone else.
It doesn't hold above your head, but the fact that she was mainly mentioning the lamp, which I can't speak for.
Oh, the lamp. I thought you meant the room lights, because I did used to sleep with room lights on. Never mind.
Yeah, but still, that even with situation, because that's with and stuff like that, I can't talk for her. You're just being in.
Birdie just wants to be treated like a toddler, it seems, yes. But also a toddler that gets taken very seriously.
Considerate of so many people, being disrespecting so many people, and I remember I was like, oh, we're turning on the big lights, and you're like, yeah, I have just pressive flares, which is basically like not gaslighting. That's just
That's just gaslighting.
what's that word again? Guilt tripping, basically. That's the amount of guilt trip, like little guilt trips start piling up to big guilt trips.
We only take little trips because Birdie can't walk for big trips.
You've guilt tripped us about so many things. That's saying like big things where we have to panic and start doing things from you. And you've had experiences.
Honestly, it's your own fault for panicking over stuff that Birdie does. Like, how can you get this roped into this?
Your suicidal attempts were just for show, so you can make the other person do something for you.
Yeah, no shit.
And then you stopped when I called the cops.
Once again, no shit.
So, yeah. Don't know if you stopped because I called the cops, or did you stop because you realized I was fucked up. And it could either be both. It really could be. And then you continue to ask others to spend money before spending your own. Like, you asked me for $5. I understand that you were out of $5, but you could have immediately went to do that solution, because I was like, oh,
I did. I said that, like, I didn't communicate it, but I was like
Listen, it was just a failure in communication. You don't understand.
in case I can't get it over, because I don't know if I can with this phone, but I'm going to try, and I tried, and I got it to work.
Yeah, you should have done that first before asking me for the $5 bill. And then showed me I can't.
Are we having a fight over $5 now? What?
Do this. Then I would have tried my best to help you. But instead, you asked me for the $5 first, which is super inconsiderate, and which is what.
I love it first, suddenly all of a sudden, do you have child porn? And I was like, you are super inconsiderate.
Cass is saying is super inconsiderate. I personally was like, okay, cool, but I found that pissy. I was getting upset myself too, because I was like, speaking of masking, you act like you're okay, and yet sometimes when you think you're acting like you're okay, I think
when you say you're fine, but you're actually not fine.
I'm going insane. Like, you just sitting here, just being, I guess, normal. That's not
No, Birdie's just being a piss baby. Why are you getting this upset about it?
a good word for that. You are listening, which is, yeah, fair.
This is me processing things.
Fair.
Listen, you don't understand, I'm processing.
Again, I keep mentioning the brain.
I bet you that Birdie sits there like a teenager who gets a lecture from a parent. The kinda, are we done yet? Look.
It's actually impairing me at this point, but like, I don't know, I can't.
The brain fog. It's impairing me. Can we have the conversation another day? I need to do my dailies.
Form sentences, but I'm listening, and it's going in my brain, just know that.
It's going into my brain. It's penetrating, don't worry.
I'm hearing the words, they're going in my head.
Okay.
I'm hearing the word. They're going into my head, into my brain. God. I couldn't. And
then about the pretending and masking, you have your little resentment quips. You've told me about them, how you've did all that for those kinds of things, and that you were building it up. Why not just say it right when you're angry or something like that? Instead, you're like, oh, I was just building up, I was just masking, I was just pretending. Why are you pretending?
Well, if someone says that, I'm just masking, don't worry. I'm just like, no. Just masking, I'm just pretending, you don't understand. I'm literally gaslighting right now.
That breaks my trust, and that's why I can't believe you for most of you things, because you say you're going to do this, and then you just don't do it. Those kinds of things. And then You said that you weren't going to kill yourself with the cops, and then...
And then you killed yourself.
You haven't, which I'm very happy, but it's
Don't lie.
just too coincidental for those kinds of things. Like I said, there's just a lot of things in your past that you've repeated, and we're wondering, what are you...
Well, imagine, listen, you said you're going to kill yourself, and then you didn't. You lied to me.
repeating behind closed doors, because we're not in your closest inner circle. We're on the outer circle. What do you have in your
I can't believe we're not your best friends.
Circle that you want to hide? Why'd you kick us out of that group chat? What are you trying to hide?
I can't believe you kicked us out of the group chat.
When I said that was a wrong move for you to kick us out of the Rhine, go to Guatemala, that was the wrongest move ever. Why did you kick us out? You could have just made a new group chat for those things instead of you decided to go, you know what, boot you out. Why'd you do that?
Oh, wait.
Bro, I can't believe you kicked us out of a Discord server. How dare you?
Was that hypothetical or...
Was that a hypothetical or a real question?
Actual question.
Actual question, why did you do that?
Let me try to remember. Sorry.
How was it supposed to be hypothetical?
Are you just coming up with an excuse at this point?
No. Birdie would never. Birdie would never do such a thing. Come on now.
Just coming up with an excuse at this point. It typically does not take people that long to remember.
I was done. I was waiting for you.
Oh.
Sorry.
Should have said something.
I was waiting for you to shut up. What the fuck?
But I guess that was your fault because I can't read minds. Anyway, continue on.
My train of thought. Fuck. I'm so sorry. I'm not usually like this.
That's a lie.
Oh yeah. There was something about. I felt like continuing to argue would do more damage than I've already done.
I require snakes. Hell yeah. What kind of snake?
And I decided...
Yeah, I know, Birdie's just trying to pick the right dialogue option. We all know, we all learned. It's like a dialogue tree in an RPG, where if you pick the right options, you are forgiven and can be free.
The friendships are beyond repair at this point. I don't want to make things worse. I don't want to hurt people worse. I don't want to keep arguing. I didn't know what else I should have done. I should have said something, obviously, but I need to work on my impulse control. But my intentions were, I don't want to hurt you guys anymore, so I'm trying to keep my distance now.
Guys, I just did it for the best. I thought it would be for the best if I just, you know, if I just disappear.
Mute. Make a new group chat. Boom. Done and simple. Make a new group chat without complain about us. Something like that.
Why are you now whining about the fucking group chat? I can't.
Kick us out, and you haven't added us back. Instead of being like, I'm sorry.
I require shocky milk after this video because Birdie's a bad actor. Damn, now I want shocky milk.
I still have DMs. I didn't know you would have wanted another group chat.
No, I'm saying add us back to Ryan to go to Guatemala.
Guacamole.
Why do you still want to go back?
Why do you want to go back to the fucking group chat?
If you want to make a new group chat, you can, but why are you keeping me from going inside the Rhines to go to Guatemala?
No, look, I mean, I don't care. What? I'm not hiding anything.
Then why are you asking me, why do I want to go back to Guatemala?
I genuinely want to understand why. Like, I thought...
Because...
I was trying to say, I was literally just saying, like, it feels like things are beyond repair at this point, and I want to stop doing damage. And I need to work on myself while I'm away from you guys.
Yeah, that won't happen. You know, I will not work on myself. I will get away from you guys, find some new idiots.
And you're so grateful that you're not working with, because I am a dumbass. And I'll keep repeating that for those kinds of things.
What?
But still, I told you, I was like, that was a wrong move and stuff like that. I even said that you said, we'll see, but I'm not here to argue with Cass. That is not arguing you. That is...
Don't they live together? No, they don't live together. That was during a time where Birdie lived with another one of the friend group. But, Queen was kind of taking care of the glass confrontation there.
You... What's the right word? Being wrong? You being in the wrong and you just double downing. You being in the wrong and just double downing. I'm showing you proof and said you kick us out. Instead of saying, hey, I'm not going to talk anymore, and just mute the group chat and leave. Not even leave the group chat. You don't have to leave. Instead, you could have just, you know, You could have just left the group chat yourself and said, you've done that
I don't
before.
care about the fucking group shit.
Or you've left. You could have just left.
Wait, sorry. Was that rhetorical or?
That was the question.
What does Birdie always mean if that's a rhetorical question? No. How are these questions supposed to be taken rhetorical? Should I go for another beer or drink a rum and coke? Rum and coke.
No, oh, instead of leaving yourself, why'd you kick us out?
Ah, thank you, Shell. Even you're doing this to yourself for the third time. Respect. I respect you.
I felt like you guys, like... I think, yeah, it's the same thing I said before. I didn't want to keep doing any more damage. I felt like if the conversation continued, I would say something I regretted.
I just didn't want to hurt you guys anymore. I protected you from myself.
And that was just the first thing my mind went to. And again, I need to work on my impulse control. I didn't come to that conclusion at that time quite yet.
Then why are you being so defensive? Sorry to interject, but why are you being so defensive with me saying, just add us back?
I thought, like, aren't you guys, like, done with me? Or, like, not
Oh
even...
my god, now it's the sad play. Aren't you done with me? I thought you were done with me. Why would you want to still hang out with me? I'm terrible, don't you know?
And like, oh, you guys are done with me, but like...
It's definitely, oh, you guys are done with me, way.
Haven't I done enough damage? Like...
Haven't I done enough damage? I can't take it anymore. I don't want to hurt people anymore.
Why do you still try to care about me?
Why do you still care about me? Oh god, I'm going to vomit. Cry me a goddamn river.
I'm going to go slam my head into a fucking wall at this point. What do you think? What do you still care about?
Stop making silly voices. It's so fucking cringe. Especially when your voice is already fucked up.
Why do you still care about me? What do you...
I genuinely just don't understand why, because like...
I don't know why you still care about me. Oh. Deep breaths. This hurts.
Because that's who we are as people. We're trying to make sure you're
Oh, because that's who we are as people. We are good people. Good people, we won't understand.
not helpless. And then here you are saying, you don't help me enough. You don't do this. You don't do that. Sometimes I'm trying to prove you wrong. And here you are proving me right a lot of times. I still care about you.
I don't think it's intentional. I think their voice is that shot. I don't know. I feel like sometimes they're doing the extra silly voice. Like when they ape Birdie.
Never said to you in person that I was done. I said I was about to be done. You're breaking me and my limits. But whoever is telling you I'm officially done with you is wrong. I say I'm about to, depending on what you're doing, but it sounds like you have incriminating things in that group chat that you don't want us to see.
I mean, I can add you back. If you want to be added back.
I would love to be added back, but
Is
it's
this
just
still a friendship? What even is this?
Is this for a friendship? What even is this? What even is this? It's a hostage situation now, bitch.
I don't even know at this point. You don't even need to add me back, but I'd love to be added back.
But first you argue that you want to be added back because there could be incriminating stuff, and you're like, you don't even need to add me back. And that is this whole conversation.
But I don't care at this point. I understand you're confused why I'm asking to be added back, but you didn't even answer my question on why. What even was the question beforehand? It was something, because I know it's not.
It is now a hostage situation for chalky milk. Listen. Birdie, the $10,000, they all need to be spent on chalky milk. That is what you owe the people.
Not the why did you kick us out, because you answered that. It was basically, why didn't
I leave myself?
Yeah.
It was.
You've done that before.
It was an impulsive response.
And what?
I'm trying to process in my brain. I'm trying to unpack all of my behaviors.
I'm trying to unpack the things I did myself.
That I let things get too out of hand because.
I don't like chalky milk. What milk do you want, Quantum? What do you like? Another milk drink or fruit juice?
Every time a traumatic situation happens, I just turn into an asshole, and I have.
Every time a traumatic situation? You mean if your friends disagree with you, that is directly a traumatic situation. Strawberry milk? Okay, strawberry milk for Quantum. Quantum gets the strawberry.
I have to unlearn that every time, and I'm trying to unlearn it. I'm trying to unlearn it again. I am trying. I just don't want to hurt people around me right now. I don't think it's...
I don't want to hurt people around me right now. You're lucky.
Good to be talking to you guys right now in the state that I'm in. I should have realized that sooner, but yeah.
The fact that you've also said you keep repeating it over and over.
Will always be my fav, Quantum.
Over and over again. At this point, you just need to go into inpatient care. At this point, you just need to go see physical help. Just be like...
Is that the troll concerning? You need to go to therapy. Okay. Therapy doesn't help if Birdie doesn't want the help.
Gone way too much. This is a repeating pattern over and over and over again. Go to inpatient.
Where I live, they also do blueberry milk. Apparently, it's also a Korean thing. It tastes amazing. I don't think I ever had blueberry milk, but that sounds good.
Care. Literally go to the ER and being like, I'm going to go into patient care. Please help me. If you realize that you need help, the nurses are giving you help. If you need me to drop you off tonight or something like that, I can drop you off at the ER tonight so you can go to inpatient care. You can think of that. Go to
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that, let's be real.
Inpatient care. Try that out. They'll help you. They'll make sure you're medicated for you to regulate these responses. Instead, you rely on your trauma to do things. I'm pointing...
No, don't you know that would literally traumatize... That would literally traumatize Birdie. I've had banana milk, that's been pretty good. Banana milk is always a 50-50 chance. It's either really good or really disgusting.
Things out to Jade. Jade's super... not misogynist. What's the word?
Misogynist.
Not misogynist. It's the word where women hate men or people just hate men.
Yeah.
She hated men, then she went to a therapist, now she loves men.
Because she has trauma for that. And she's literally, now, she's gone through her trauma and she doesn't hate all men anymore. For those kinds of things. Because she's realizing a pattern.
You make it sound really easy there.
I'm pointing at her and she's a lot more understanding. I understand.
Because I'm pretty sure that therapy took a lot of work and you make it sound really easy. Like, you know what? She was scared of women. Then she went there, came out, not scared of men anymore.
You realize that we're a lot more to bite off than you can chew. Then you know this. Go seek more professional help. A therapist is not going to cut because you're just going to go back into your house and be all by yourself again. You need to go into...
Also, I've given up on sewing. The holes in these pants. The fabric bits have no elasticity. And it would be more of a problem than help. God damn it. I'm sorry to hear that, X.
Inpatient care at this point. Try it out or something at this point. Because you're hurting too many relationships. Because, like your grandma said, you burned your bridges. You're burning your bridges even now. This is a repeated offense. You didn't cut me...
That's why I'm confused as to why you still want to talk to me.
Because I want you...
Literally playing the victim card here. I'm so confused. Why do you still want to talk to me? Why are you putting all this effort into me? Oh. You know that's just them fishing for... Because I care about you. I don't want you to kill yourself.
At least change before I dip and leave.
Okay.
Ah, you make it yourself. That's good. That's good. That's the good stuff.
I will. Like, I try. I mean, I'm trying now.
I'm trying right now as I sit here to change, okay? I'm trying to figure out the right dialogue options, okay?
Believe me?
I'm slowly believing you. Like I said, you're lucky to be dealing with me instead of those two.
I'm sorry, if you're starting to actually believe Birdie after that conversation, only one thing can help you. Old-time mental health.
You know what seems convenient? That I just started reflecting. Fuck, this is the first time I've cried in months.
This is the first time I cried in months. Are those tears? I thought I had none left.
Yeah, something is clearly different with me.
Something is clearly different with me. I thought I had no tears left to cry, and yet here I am.
I realized something about myself that It changes a lot. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I realized I lined up behaviors in my head, and I thought, why this isn't something a normal person would do. Normal people don't have these thought processes.
Do may make a suggestion. Yellow captions are better for the visually impaired. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can change that. Options. Yellow. Pop. Try harder.
What's going on? And so I tried to look into it, and I'm not going to tell you what disorder it is.
Oh my god, I self-diagnosed myself once again. I self-diagnosed once again. I looked up my behaviors, and I can't tell you what it is, but...
But I have another mental disorder that I match all of the criteria, and it's like, it's one of those evil abuser disorders. And
what is the evil abuse disorder? It's the evil abuse disorder. Oh no. My least favorite disorder. I'm like super disabled now. But
it just, I need that.
do miss intensive streamer always listen. I might torture you during my. I can't move it in the middle anymore. What the fuck? I might torture you during my streams, but I will torture you in the most convenient way.
Drink of water. That drilled it into my head. Okay.
I googled my symptoms and found out I have evil abuser disorder. Okay. I came back. I thought Birdie said evil user disorder. That's all. That too.
Don't drill it into your head.
Huh?
Yeah, don't drill it into your head. How about you go to an actual doctor that can diagnose you? I mean, a narcissist? Eh. Who knows? Might be schizophrenia. Oh, no, Birdie already said they have BPD. BPD, maybe sociopath, psychopath, who knows?
I said that's what made me drill into my head that I need to focus on what I'm doing. I need to make changes.
Yeah, maybe you need to change that you get actual diagnosis.
I found that out yesterday.
Listen, I asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT gave me the evil abuser diagnosis.
I looked it up yesterday.
Stop looking shit up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use it as an excuse because I don't even want to.
You already do.
Say like what it is. Like I haven't been telling people. Like I told, but that's because like
I haven't been telling people. Okay, I have told this person.
I asked if I could talk to them.
I always love when people like, I never did that. Aside from that one time.
Dude, I literally haven't cried in months. I don't know.
See, that's why I think the crying is also fake, because Birdie is mentioning it for the second time now. I haven't cried in months. See, that means I have changed. You know, I thought all my tears were already shed. I didn't know I was capable of crying anymore. And here I am. Do you see the wet streak on my cheek?
It's like I said, something changed. Something changed in my head yesterday.
Something changed. I gained empathy.
Got it.
I'm gonna go drink water more again.
It's okay if you don't believe me because I keep going back and forth. Oh, I can handle this, and then I can't. Oh, I can do this, and then I'm lying.
So I'm right and you're wrong?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm right and you're wrong.
Cool, good to know.
I told you everything changed yesterday.
I turned 30 and I gained empathy. Oh, that's something I will talk about soon too.
Could have at least told me that. I would have been sure. Because the thing is that...
Do you want me to talk with you about it?
No.
I'm sorry, I get confused about this stuff.
I don't know if I can handle this by myself, or kind of like that. I think generally you need to be in inpatient care if you're realizing you're that bad, like not that bad as in like bad guy, but like if
This is literally that guy.
your disorders are that bad, then yes. And
How about you get an actually diagnosis? I can't believe that Queen is just there. Oh yeah, I totally accept the self-diagnosis and take it very seriously.
Patient care. I understand you have trauma with it. I understand, but you can at least give it a try. Try out new inpatient cares. There's always going to be a good inpatient care or a bad inpatient care. There's always going to be
You need to go to the bad inpatient care.
those kinds of things. Just like how there's good people, bad people, great people.
Lobotomy.
There's also in-betweens as well. So, that's up to you at that point. I think I will. I don't even know. I'm gonna go talk. We're gonna figure it out.
I will. I don't even know. Off topic. Birdie's avatar looks like a poor man's humanized Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh. Why did you have to tell me that, FG? Now I can't unsee that. It's literally like a Shadow Gijinka. Oh no. Oh no. Thanks, my day is ruined.
Things out. Do you want to talk in private, or do you want to talk, or have you had your heart set on things?
I feel like my trust has been
A Shadow Gijinka saint.
broken, and I don't think like I can live with you anymore.
I don't think I can live with you guys anymore. God.
And I'm gonna call the apartment on Monday.
And I was hoping you could like get a hotel for the time being,
Yeah.
just like for while you're waiting to hear back from the apartment, and then like I can give you all your stuff now, or we can give you.
Probably not now. It's
Probably
way too
gonna
late.
wait because I would be in a hotel.
That's if I could just get the key.
Because I would be in a
God, who's the
hotel.
quiet person there? Oh god, what did I do? What did I do? Fuck. Wait, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Do, 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 do. I misclicked.
I just
There you go.
I can't do this. It's very overwhelming.
I
and there's a lot of
understand.
stuff, and I'm sorry to do this to you because
It's
I know
okay.
you're very overwhelmed right now, but it's just.
Tell us what a Kajinka. It's Gijinka. It's a practice of personifying non-human entities. You know, like animals, objects, stuff like that.
I know you guys are too. I know. It's okay.
I just don't want to be a part of any.
It's okay. You don't have to be. I was about to say it's okay if you guys don't want to talk to me ever again, or
It's okay if you hate me. It's okay if you never want to speak to me again.
you don't want to see me anymore. It's okay.
It's not that fair. It's literally just turning non-human things into a human.
I have a feeling you are going to go hip hip hooray to that. Personally, I don't know if you're purposely guilt tripping me or personally not.
I haven't cried in like.
Third mention of crying. Dude, I haven't cried in...
I don't know how long, but
I haven't cried in forever. Dude, do you see those tears? I literally changed right now.
that was real. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to do that even. Like, I'm trying not to.
So,
I'm trying not to cry, but do you see this? I cannot stop the tears.
you know that you're worse than Cindy at this point.
Oh. Huh?
Okay, let me repeat myself. So you do know you're being worse than Cindy at this point, right?
In what way?
Everything way. You're not owning up responsibility. You're just now owning up responsibility. Cindy's long since been owning up to responsibilities. You remember how you said, I don't believe Cindy when she says this stuff? This is me to you. How does
Yeah, we're making now the ranking list. Who is the worst, actually?
that feel? Now you're in the same situation that Cindy is. Do you realize? Do you sympathize with her? Do you realize this is what Cindy felt? When
You can't pull this card after you all pretty much gay up her in real life. Come on now.
she's trying to change, something like that. What are you going to do at that hotel? Get an apartment? What next? What next? Are you going to get your GED? You're going to just decorate your room? You've been buying derpy plush.
Creep show at halftone here. Damn.
This entire time, instead of buying food, instead of buying things, I understand you're very, very attached. You could buy the derpy plushies alongside food.
You could buy your derpy plushies, you know, alongside food. How about you don't buy plushies when you complain that you have no money, bro?
Food. I wouldn't judge you for the derpy plushies, but I'm judging the fact that you're saying, oh, I want to save money while you're buying derpy plushies. What? Priorities. Where's your priorities? Instead,
no priorities. Plushies are definitely the priorities.
You're prioritizing on derpy instead of food.
Can I explain something?
Go ahead.
The reason I started being scared to spend money is because I impulse bought all of those things, and like I said...
Yeah, but also you still bought all the plushies, so, listen, I'm scared of buying food, but you know what, those plushies?
I'm going to work on my impulses. So that's a mistake on my part, and I am going to spend my money to get the hotel, get the apartment. I'm going to do that now, because...
I know Creep Short is orange and black, but still. I can't shit on the halftone hair, okay? I have it myself. Does Birdie know that they can only stay at a limited hotel? Who knows? Anytime I see two-toned hair, I just think of Melanie Martinez, who's arguably worse than Creep Short Birdie. Damn, everyone's shitting on the halftone hair now. It's just as funny as when people in my chat shit on VTubers and I'm standing here like,
Everything changed yesterday. I want you to know I'm being real about that.
I'm being so for real right now.
So, so your priority is, oh, I regret buying derpy plushies. Let me just not eat.
Yes, that sounds like a very sound logic there. But don't forget about it. You're an exception. I'm the exception when it comes to halftone hair and when it comes to VTubers.
Let me just not eat to save up money instead.
But you got the Cruella de Vil here. You know what? That's true.
Let me just do this instead of doing all this. Eat. That's how your pots are getting worse. That's how everything is getting worse. Why do you think you're feeling so shitty? Because you're not eating properly. I don't feel shitty because I eat properly. I don't feel... Not many people feel shitty because they're eating properly. Feeling shitty because she's not also eating properly. Now she's feeling a little bit more better, a little bit, depending on the situation with stuff like that. But you are able to...
You need to eat, child. Don't you know the fairy tale with the boy who didn't eat his soup? He died.
Help feel a lot more better if you're full on food. You don't know how to take care of yourself. That's the thing. Instead of going to a hotel, go to inpatient care. Go to the ER. Say, I need inpatient care. That you're going to throw yourself into the wilderness for God knows what, and try sticking on your own, and then you're just probably going to, what, kill yourself maybe? Even though you said...
Nah, Birdie won't kill himself. Come on now, you take this way too serious on that part. Birdie is just using it to get attention.
You're not going to kill yourself? Something like that? Or maybe go live with your aunt instead in Washington, who said she will. Why aren't you doing that instead? You told me
Is that Birdie dying in the background?
that, oh, my aunt wants to live. I understand you don't want to, but if you're in your worst case scenario, go live with her instead. Those kinds of things.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the boy who liked to suck his thumbs. His mother cut him off and now he has no thumbs. No, it wasn't even his mother. It was just a random guy who came in with giant scissors and cut his thumbs off. The mother was just, do not suck your thumb, or else this guy will come and cut your thumbs off. He still sucked his thumb. And then the guy came in with his big scissors. No, there is a German fairy tale with sucking thumbs where they get cut off. Binksy, what are you talking about? This is real a German fairy tale.
Priorities. Priorities. I'm gonna drink water again.
You realize this isn't normal, right? What do you mean? Wait, let me... I can find the title. Hier, der Struwwelpeter. Hier. Die Geschichte vom Daumenlutscher. See? Das ist a real fairy tale. I'm very proud. See, the boy would not stop suckling his thumb, so the man with the big scissors came and cut them off. I already recommended one of your SCC live streams, used to be part of the group, and now you're infesting my recommended. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm just talking about the German fairy tale about the boy who wouldn't stop sucking his thumb, and so the other one man came in with big scissors and cut his thumb off. Welcome to German fairy tales. Anyways, back on topic, back on topic.
Working on that, working on that, working on that, working on that.
Yeah, I'm working on myself.
Yeah, I'm working on myself. Don't you know I cried for the first time in forever?
Good. 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 That's not a bad thing.
I love that she just immediately buys it. Like, come on now.
I know. I'm not
Good.
I want you to know I'm not being sarcastic because like my voice is pretty
I'm not being sarcastic, I just have the natural bitch voice.
flat.
Yeah.
I'm just like that. Sorry.
I know you're like that.
Dude, I made an ungodly comparison in the Discord chat. You don't gotta look, but I think it's funny. Okay, let me take a peek. Where are ya? Here's what Underfall Sun looks like for frame of reference. Oh no! No, what you actually write? Victory white X. Shadow hands like equals birdie. Fuck! I think you broke the code. You broke the code X. God damn it.
I know you're like that on a lot of things. Because I've been talking to as well, and they told me a lot of things that make sense as well. I'm gonna say something that wanted me to tell you this.
Wait.
I'm so proud of this. It's some fish level big brain. It is. I would usually expect something like that to come from Fishy.
I'm sorry. Don't say anything. I'm sorry. I'm so done with him, dude. Do not say anything.
Okay.
Oh, someone hit a nerve there.
You're not gonna believe me, but he was so fucking mean to me all the time. He
was so mean to me. I think this is about someone, one of the friend group who took Birdie in for some time.
Really emotionally abusing me, and I was mean to him back. I admit that. I did wrongs in that situation too, but I do not want to hear from him ever again.
Okay.
That is my boundary. I don't want to hear from him again.
That is my boundary. I'm setting my boundary right now.
Okay. So you don't want to hear about the Vinny part. So what do you hate about him, at least?
I don't know. I'd have to
He was mean to me.
think about it for a while because I ended that whole thing like 2 years ago, I think.
Okay, no, it's not. It's not about someone Birdie lived with. There's someone else. Okay.
I would have to think about it for a while because
I was wrong. I was wrong. Jump to conclusions. I pause ended.
My brain is.
I like to spread misinformation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would just, I would have to prepare for a conversation like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that would make sense. But can I at least say this one thing? I mean...
No, you may not.
And again, if you don't want to talk about it, I'm not going to force you to talk about it.
As long as it's not anything from him, it might be fine. I don't know.
Okay. And then I'll talk about situation with the 13-year-old, 16-year-old. You say that you're...
Oh boy.
You say... Do you still think that 13-year-old manipulated you when you were 16?
Yes, definitely. He was into it. According to Birdie.
No. I like I said, I've been writing a document trying.
Speaking of Cindy, I heard that she recently re-uploaded her videos but paused the comment section. Hopefully she doesn't try to make content again. Listen, she will be bashed if she tries to come back, but people never leave, so...
To, like, I wrote a document taking accountability for that situation.
Okay. So at least
Tusky being 2 minutes behind, oh no!
you're growing on that. What about your siblings, your grandma? I'm not saying that your parents were bad or anything like that, but what about your...
Talk to them.
You still talk to them, yet you say that you've been so horribly abused by them. You said that you've been sexually...
Wait, I just realized, isn't the other girl the person Birdie gave Cindy's cat to? Yes, it is. When confronted how the cat wasn't hers, just told her to fuck off. Yes, it is indeed. It is indeed. This is Queen, yes. The cat is back with Cindy now, though, but it was a long fucking process there. That's Queen. I can't stand her.
abused by them. You say that they're in a cult. You say that
they started acting nice to me after they kicked me out. And like, I've craved that validation for like, I've craved that validation for my whole life.
Oh my god, I have parent issues.
I can't give that up.
Okay.
I need validation.
I might tell everyone that they always abused me and they're terrible. And listen, to part I believe that there was something fucked up going on in their home. But then now being like, they were nice to me, I need that validation.
For my parents, I didn't have it as a kid and they're giving it to me now and I couldn't cut them off. I tried but I can't. They're being too nice, I just can't.
Okay.
They're being too nice, I can't. God.
That's fair. Yeah, you...
Grippy sockification immediately. On doctor's orders.
Shame them online for everything like that, which is fair and right, but yet you are refusing to cut them off.
I did cut them off at one point, but I don't even remember what happened. I know I blocked them both at one point. It might have been because I
don't remember. Once again, we love to forget stuff. You know, Birdie be lying when it's making noise. Yes.
to see my siblings or something, but I really do need that validation from them.
Okay.
We've talked
True Blue, worst soap opera ever.
about things in depth. Me and my mom have talked about things in depth. That was last year. You weren't even, like, you didn't know me then.
No, I did not.
Things with my parents have been talked about already.
If you do want to make things up truly for people, I recommend at least maybe some people want to be reached out to, some people don't, but that's all up to you, and I understand you need to heal and grow from this kind of stuff.
You need to heal and grow. Have you tried yoga?
And you need to stop making up excuses.
Have you tried meditation?
Yes, so definitely show that those kinds of things. I'm hoping you do, and I want to see you grow for my own confirmation. I want to see you be able to do things. I want to keep in touch to know if you've changed or if you're just keeping
Well, imagine doing this to yourself. I want to keep in touch.
the same. That's why I'm also sticking with you as well. I'm starting to realize my feelings over the situation. I want to stick around to see if you do change or not, but not in the same way as I was before. Those kinds of things. I want you to see if you have changed, and it's also good to keep a critic around you for those kinds of things.
You need a personal critic. I take $10 an hour.
I'm not hating you. I'm giving you reasonable criticisms. Do you think they're reasonable?
No, I think they are hateful and I feel hurt.
Yeah.
Do you think everything I've said was one of them?
I said a lot of them.
Oh, a lot of them. So if you think these are great criticisms, then you can keep me around. I keep my critics around me. I haven't blocked anyone on Twitter. I have not. I've gotten very few hate, like maybe 1 or 2 comments on hate. But also,
newbie, I don't want to see the thing improve. Yeah, there's also a certain point, I feel like, where you just can't really do it, you know? Like, sure, people can change, you know? But also, Birdie's just someone who doesn't want to change. So I really, really doubt it, that there's suddenly now the point where they turn their life around. I have my doubts. Big doubts.
but also everyone that genuinely, like, guess, quote unquote, hated me, they were being critics, and when I changed, they started being nicer.
Not me.
It's called growing as a person for those kinds of things. You do realize why people can't associate with you anymore, because you've been a bad person and you're not changing. You say you are now. That's why I want to keep around with you, to see if you actually have.
You said you changed it. I immediately believe you despite knowing you are a fucking liar. To be young and naive again. You know, I think I go to Twitter. Queen now left the Twitter account, but I feel like for some time at least, they kinda used the situation for clout. In my opinion, it's just my theory here. I feel like they used the situation with Cindy and Birdie, you know? Let's see, because Queen even made like a pool first. If they should leave the account and do a new one or just continue on the account. Even made like a little art thingy when they gained a certain amount of followers. Like they didn't know why they suddenly gained so many followers, so.
Changed, but I'm not going to be around with you as much as I am now. But in your head, I was never probably as close as a friend as you think I was, or as I think I was to you. Because you have so many closer friends on the internet for those kind of things.
I did take you guys for granted.
I did take you guys for granted. I didn't know what I had.
Yes.
I did.
Yes. I know he wants to say his piece, but I don't know what he wants to say. So that's up to him. And if he wants to contact you or anything, I'll tell him to contact you if you're willing to listen to criticism.
Honestly, would have never let Birdie live with me in the first place, but just with me, yeah, same. Again, I don't fully believe that they didn't know some of Birdie's history, especially since they knew about Cindy's online channel, their online career, whatever you wanna call it. So I have my doubts that they didn't at least try to look into Birdie. Aside from Queen just looking at the I'm Back video to see if she was mentioned and then got pissy when they didn't get mentioned.
Criticisms, especially how to grow as a person. You can probably even call as well, or something like that. Who knows what you two both want to do, because can keep ignoring you, and you can either stay or change. And I do want to be around with you to see if you have changed or if you're falling back to your same habits again.
Stop clapping.
I want to be, because that's the thing. That's now I'm curious. What are you hiding in there that you think is so bad that I gotta kick out or something like that?
Like, I don't have a problem with adding you back.
And then you
can
can add me
like,
back.
Like after you leave, I can add you back and then like do the other stuff with the hotel.
Okay. But how are you gonna get to a hotel?
Uber, like you've been saying.
Okay, good. That is good.
Okay, good. God. Meaty smack for emphasis. You are retarded. God.
At least. Good. Good, 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 good.
Stop saying good.
You can have fun with that. I'm going to... Do you want to talk outside? Well, Jack thinks about this, or something like that. I would love to be added back to Ryan Go to Guatemala if you show that you're not hiding anything personally.
Yeah, I can add you back, like, right now. It's fine. It's just been me and my friend talking about this whole thing, and also, like joking about,
We talk big shit about you.
like, what were we talking about?
It's okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead. So why haven't you added me back? Oh. Okay.
What the fuck? They're talking about the whole time.
I don't even know what to say. Thank you for adding me back.
Yeah, I just...
Wow.
I hated that you guys were right about me, and I wanted, and I didn't, I was defiant against everything you guys said, because I thought, if they're telling me to do something, then I don't want to do it. I have to tell myself to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all subconscious, that came...
No, you need to tell him to not do it. Then he will do it. I think Queen was reading the shit talk. Yeah, probably.
to the forefront of my mind yesterday. So I'm telling myself what I need to do, and I'm looking at things from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good at least. Especially if you added me back to the group chat.
I have to ask though, just because you're in contact
Oh.
with those people, do you intend on screenshotting anything? I don't believe you would.
No, I would never screenshot anything. Is there anything to screenshot?
I want to ask.
I will not. Especially, but if you do change,
Boo!
It's not because I'm worried about things getting out, it's just that goes against my self-improvement if people are going to be
It goes against my self-improvement if people share me having bad behavior. So am I weird, or is friends shit talking you like normal? If I find out Dew is dropping major shit on me in GC, I would assume to save face in the group. I don't care. Oh, we are friends, Saint. Aww. Look at you, big softy.
like bashing me for things. It's going to make it harder. And I really am trying, which
okay.
I'm saying that because I don't want to be held back from trying to get better. Like, I've been holding myself back this whole time.
I will say that, and I will give you one more chance. People will be angry at me. I will say it on Twitter. I'll be like, I'm not going to send any screenshots because Jack says he wants
So anyway, by now the screenshots have been shown. And she has given up on Jack.
It's better.
Okay.
But if you do slip and you make a mistake, I might start doing things again.
It's okay.
Oh, that sounds like a threat almost. So, if you make a mistake, I might start doing things again. Can I get an optics check here, Saint? What do you say to a argument like that? If you make a mistake, listen, I might start doing things again, you know? I will post about you again and leak shit.
Just
I need the optics man to speak up.
communicate with me about my mistakes, and this time I will listen. And if I don't,
I know I never listened before, but this time I will listen.
then it's up to me to tell myself, you need to listen. You can't wait for someone else to tell you that.
Okay.
I have a question though. Why are you posting about it on Twitter?
Because you've been doing all these things and you've been keeping it hidden from the public. Like with the Squirp situation, how you lied about things. And
I wouldn't say it's a threat, it's more of a containment. You should never say it that way, but to be honest, it's kind of like a safety net to someone. If you go back to your behavior, drop all DMs, don't be stupid. Yeah, okay, I can see it like that. But also, I feel like very badly worded in this case.
And so it came out with Cynthia's whole thing, and Cynthia posted a video, now a whole hate mob came up against you and stuff like that. You gotta realize that sometimes, since you are an internet person, you gotta share some things to the internet, otherwise people are gonna speculate about things.
Oh no, an A-Space video. It is indeed an A-Space video. I'm late for this one, but you know, I couldn't resist, I needed to. Back, food posted in channel. Hell yeah, good food. I must sleep before my eyes fall out and I become the next German fairy tale about refusing your bedtime. Have a good night, May.
To you, and people were expecting you to change, and now they're starting to point out inconsistencies. And then when I realized that, I'm like, hey, here's some evidence that he hasn't changed. Of course I'm going to...
Ace stole your nuggets. Yen, we will find Ace and we will beat the nuggets out of him, okay? I got you.
I expect you to do the same if we have the reverse was yours.
Felford again award, and the art community is the first winner every time Birdie is involved. Yes.
Here for this timeline in my life, but I did genuinely start improving around 2021. I was making
just no one noticed that.
Massive strides, and I was doing really good. And then somewhere down the line, I fell back into it.
I would argue that wording it as mistake that leaves it too vague and to what would constitute as that, and it can be warped to you do something I don't like, which since it's directed at Birdie, it probably doesn't matter, but yeah, that's also true. You can definitely also see it like that.
Pit, and I don't know what happened, and I don't remember when it was. Like, I still have to figure that out, where things went wrong, but...
Birth. That's when things went wrong. Parents not using a condom.
I fell back into the pit. And
never forget protection.
I have to get out because I did it before. I can do it again. I have to make it long term.
Yeah.
But I have changed before, but I fall back
for the worse.
Back into old habits, and I have to stop doing that. I want you to know
I've
been good before.
Okay.
I didn't lie about the fact that I changed. I didn't realize that I fell back into that pit after I was saying that. Because like you said, no self-awareness. I didn't realize how bad it was.
Okay. So then you should understand why some people, like the internet, do deserve to know who you are, especially when you've been posting about a lot of things for that.
Don't show them who I really am. Dino Nuggets, yes. Listen, we will get your Dino Nuggets back, Yen.
With my comeback video, I was honest about it. I laid everything out that I thought...
You mean the dog shit video? That you just put the blame on everyone else?
Okay in my mind, and I'm doing the same this time, except I'm elaborating on the Draggy situation, because although they are like obsessed with internet drama and sadistic, they were still a kid during
this 13-year-old was sadistic and obsessed with me.
Time.
And they're still a kid now.
Yes.
So
And that's what I'm... Yeah.
Yeah. You hear that Birdie didn't like that, yeah. I'm sorry, Dino. No, this is the worst one yet. Fuck you, it's Dino Nuggets. Yen, I will not have this argument with you. Shut.
In the doc, I'm making more points because I'm thinking more deeply about the situation, because like the last time I revisited it was when I made that video, and that was a different time.
Then do you want to share that doc to me? I will not share it to the world. I promise you that. That's fair.
Oh, what's the doc ever shared?
I
Do
can.
you want it?
I mean, I will gladly give you some pointers, maybe even will too.
Oh, I will help you with your next videos. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I can give you pointers, you know?
To piss at you right now for...
One day I'll fight you on the battlefield of the spelling bee. One day, Yen, one day.
All those kinds of stuff, so it's understandable why she did that. So, I'm pretty sure would love to ask this question. What do you think of right now?
I don't know, like, I'm not mad at her anymore.
Not mad? Do you blame her actions?
Guys, I don't understand. I have a new diagnosis to get me out of this situation. Yes, Gator Man, true. Listen, I figured out I have the bad evil abuser diagnosis, okay? I literally can't help it.
No.
Okay, cool.
I've done the same thing before.
Okay, good to know. But guess would probably love to give you...
Oh god, the brain, what is setting in? Of course it's yet insane, the usual suspects.
I'll say on the internet, I did confront you. I did say everything. Jack says he's going to improve. I'm going to believe his words
Jack said he's going to improve, and I'm going to believe his words.
right now. So I'm going to back off. No more Jack things. I know you guys will hate me for this
Yeah, didn't last long. Let's see it like that.
kind of stuff. But I'm going to give him, myself, a chance. And then I will, if you even try slipping, that's when I'll start, not blasting you, but I will be like, hey, he's not changing right now.
Hey, if he even starts slipping, you know, I will blast you. Do DMs. Oh, god damn it. Oh my god, that's adorable. Okay, okay, I will show that. Show. Look, it's a Yenbi. That's so fucking adorable. Look at Yen. Yen can now Yen can now live for 30 years. This is good news.
He's slipping again. I will point it out to you first. If you don't try changing it first. Yeah, I will point it to you first, but if you deny it, I'm going to, you know, one denial, that's it.
Okay.
If you deny it once, it's over.
And then, if you say...
I have 8 years left. Fuck you, Yen. Fucking youngsters.
the same excuses again,
Yen is literally a baby, I can't believe it.
basically it. You've shown that you've slipped up,
No wonder that Ace stole your dino nuggets.
and then you say you're trying to make change, and then you slip, and then you try to make change, and then at this point, you just need to go into inpatient care. No more online, no more connecting with Al. I've heard horrible things
Yeah, no more online, yeah, sure, Birdie, no more online, yeah,
about Al. The fact that you're glorifying self-harm on even your 18-plus server, on your 18-plus account is morbidly disgusting. I think you should
No sniffling.
start healing on your self-harming. That is not fun, that is not sexual, that is nothing. I know, I'm talking about like still on
Self-harm is bad, you know? Bruh. You really think that this pep talk actually does something?
your art.
I stopped drawing it too. Like,
Okay, wait, I got an optics thing here, give me a sec. Oh my god. Is it bad to check how old I am? Yes, Yen. Yes.
stopped.
Yen was like, oh shit, I thought I was already ready for fucking pension.
Self-harming, and I stopped drawing it at the same time. And I actually did cut off Al for a really long time period because I realized they were enabling me, and we had a conversation about it.
Okay, that's good at least. Is Al...
They were enabling me.
Yeah.
That is true. But
I was enabled. I totally would never enable someone. Okay, so why it's bad to self-harm. She's basically literally concern trolling. Because earlier her issue with the fetish was minors were involved with, yeah, duh. But now she's bringing it up in. Yep, true. This is why I felt kind of weird about bringing up the self-harm, because, yeah, everybody can say self-harm is bad, okay? I don't think that is such a big wampa, controversial opinion. But that's for a professional to talk about it, not someone, your self-harm is bad, okay? Like, I think the people who do it know it themselves that it isn't good. But especially if it goes into a fetish, it's even more complicated than otherwise, you know?
we talked about it, and they realized it was wrong, and we moved on.
Okay. Yeah. But if you do slip up one more time and go back...
And I still did not take down the art. I didn't think to do that because I got back into that headspace where I cannot run a public account. And I will not come back until I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you'll ever be ready if you're able to slip up more than once, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At this point, I think you should focus on getting your...
Too long ago I didn't read why does this call exist. This could have been a text message because reasons. You know? Very important. Trying to get a getcha.
GED. Try also, once you finish your GED, maybe work at like a Walmart or something like that. Focus on getting your
Imagine going into Walmart and you see Birdie working there.
car or something. Focus on a tutor. Literally, you can do it. All you had to do was get a.
You can do it! I don't think, genuinely don't think Queen has Birdie's health over being in mind. I think they got high on the attention Birdie gave them. Yes! That's what I thought, what I said earlier. I feel like they got it, like I said, they got the Twitter followers and were like, oh my god, where do you guys all come from? Her. And then like one thing after another and got more attention. Well, but now the attention also got too much for them because they poked the bee's nest.
Private tutor, you said it yourself.
I'd be afraid they free bleed on my groceries. Oh god, Majanga, why?
Get a private tutor, extremely private one-on-one for math, and that's how you can follow it. There's so
My dog Broody was watching your stream while I was eating. Aww. Hi Broody.
many tutors online you can find, stuff like that, who can help you for those kinds of stuff.
Tell Broody he's a good boy.
You can do it. Contact your
You
aunt
can do it.
Back in Washington. Say that you are trying to change. Please let.
I will tell her. I was gonna message her earlier today, but then
Yeah.
I did a different task and I forgot.
Okay. So definitely.
I
ask
was
her.
gonna message her today.
Okay. And definitely give me access to that document, and I will help you a little bit.
I will help you with your document, you know, a little. Because I totally care.
I'm not gonna help you fully, but I will help you
Just so
and
you know,
cancel
the
projects.
document was originally like, I didn't know how bad things were, so the document was meant to be standalone. And then I was like,
Not to mention they committed several crimes, stealing cats, Cindy's jewelry, Jack's money. Yep. And now they're playing like the little uwu bean of, oh my god, I didn't know. Oh, I learned from my mistakes. Oh, thanks for holding me accountable, guys. I gave him a tweet for you all. He doesn't think a lot. Aww.
shit, I'm gonna have to make this a video.
Yes, Saint, that was Queen. I said that the entire time. God.
And then I just decided I'm gonna scrap this. I'm gonna focus on myself. I'm not gonna make a response until I can see things objectively. So it's just a very
Yeah, because Queen was very upset when the first call, the Mean Girl round, leaked, and it was leaked on Kiwi Farms. I had to sneeze, sorry. And was like, I can't believe you would. It comes from a very unsavory side, you know, and really talked some mad shit. And then, yeah, duh, of course they're gonna follow your ass.
rough draft of something, and I was even
Only when Jan talks. Wow! Back to the doghouse you go, Saint.
wrong at some parts. Like, I changed my mind about some of the points I made really quickly.
Okay.
The doc sucks, honestly.
If
You know the dog actually sucks. Don't look at it. I think many points I made actually suck now that I think about it.
want, just then send me in private DMs. You can send me.
Hi, girl boss. Okay, bottom.
You can send me a comment thing. Like, you know, like there's editor, commenter, and viewer. Just send me the comment. You don't have to make me editor.
Yeah.
And then me and can probably not criticize you, give you good tips, and good, like, being like, hey, you're slipping again, or something like that.
Yeah.
As long as you can be self-aware about it. I won't post you on.
Birdie's self-aware. Dude, what the hell? Didn't deny it. That's all the denials, Yen.
Or anything like that.
As long as, like, you try to work it out with me first, then
I would like if you would work it off with me first instead of immediately blasting me, you know? Just saying.
I will work it out with you first. I did try that before.
I know you did.
Before I went on Twitter.
I'd rather be a pegger than the PG dew of the mountain. Excuse me, I am the PG. I am the pegger. I want to be the one with the stings.
I know.
So, yeah.
Sure, honey.
Definitely try your best to get better and prove me wrong, you right.
Bless your heart, Yen.
You can do it. You can prove me wrong. You can
Prove me wrong.
prove everyone wrong. You can do that. I know you can. I know very
Fuck you, Yen.
well you can. It's just that you got to start by maybe apologizing to your grandma for about...
But how about you apologize to your grandma? You know, what about Gram?
burning your bridges and not being self-aware. Because I remember on...
Yeah, someone needs to actually confront Birdie about the behavior, not just the petty stuff. I mean, they really need to get it in his face and raise their voice, not gonna lie. I don't think that will do anything, spare me, I'll be real. It would be funny to see, but I don't think it will do anything. Let's be completely honest here. Jack will just use that to play the victim again. And like, this conversation traumatized me. I'm actually getting triggered.
Your video.
She said she didn't want to talk to me anymore, so...
Yeah, gee, I wonder why Gram doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
Okay, fair enough. I think you should still say, hey, I know you don't want to talk anymore. I know this. I'm not going to contact you anymore. I'm still wanting to apologize.
Yeah, I think
that kind of stuff. And go, like, start being self-aware. Start being like, hey, I realized I burned down my...
Hey, have you tried starting to be self-aware? Oh my god, you know what? Now that you say it, I will start being self-aware. I never thought of this before. Thank you so much. These words changed my entire life.
My bridges. And that's up to you if you want to repair...
You're depressed? Just stop being depressed.
There's bridges. That's up to you. Of course, I don't expect it anymore. Which sounds like minor guilt tripping, I guess, but it's being honest for those kind of stuff, which is why I'm believing you.
Physically forcing to get help then? Yeah, also doesn't help because if you force someone into therapy, it won't help. They need to want to actually change. I think Birdie needs to be actually abandoned. They thrive on attention. Give them none, let them think and or swim. Yep, that's pretty much the only thing I would think of here. Because, like I said, Birdie by now thrives off the attention. You know, like Saint said. It is no matter if it's bad or good attention. And if no one gives a shit anymore, doesn't interact with them, then you really need to hit rock bottom. Might do something, might not do something, but if it doesn't do something, at least it can get worse. Now, if no one gives them the time of day. But usually, from my experience, some people just need to really hit rock bottom before anything can happen.
Because, like, sometimes guilt tripping can be real, especially, you know, if you don't have any other...
Guilt tripping can be real. I think we just need the ACCAA, Art Commentary Community Arkham Asylum. That's how you make supervillains again. You just want the super ACC villains. Be like doodle tones on crack.
There's people will attempt suicide and it will affect those around them just as much as it affects them, and sometimes they can't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, we see that it's affecting you. But the thing is that you literally told me that you take your suicides as a joke.
I know.
So, like, as a joke, you don't take it seriously. So, I'm hoping you're contradicting yourself in a good way. As in, like, I've grown and changed as a person. I don't think those anymore.
I have. Literally, like, earlier today, I made an offhand comment to Zimri, and it's like, I'm sorry, I won't talk
Putting them all in the same place, that's just the Cloud Palace.
about the suicide thing anymore. I know it hurts you. I'll stop.
Good.
I learned you don't want to hear about my suicide ideas anymore. Cracking a cider? Damn Saint, how did you know? Listen, it's Friday evening and I'm almost done, okay? I'm allowed.
Good. So definitely prove me wrong, prove everyone wrong, and prove yourself right. That you can change, because I know you can. I'm giving you reassurance. If you notice yourself slipping...
Don't worry, spare me. We all have been there. We all have been there where we were still young and naive.
Being like, I'm slipping. You gotta start being self-aware.
May open a Krabby? What is Krabby?
For those kinds of things. You have known...
I'm trying.
Yeah, and you have done it before because I pointed out to you, hey, you're slipping, and you go, yeah, I know, I am, and then you've corrected yourself before. So you can.
Yeah, I'm sure, totally corrected. They were just like, they're going to be annoying again.
Do it. I know you can be self-aware by yourself. You can do it. But if you realize
Alcoholic ginger beer? Oh, that sounds good.
Guys, but I will say one wrong mistake when you slip back fully or something like that, which I know you probably won't because you're not online to, like, I guess, slip up.
You're not online to, I guess, slip up. Nah, you can't take Birdie away from the internet. Come on now.
Online anyway. I will say that you should probably go to a hospital and be inpatient.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that already like 20 times. I don't think that will happen.
I'll have to mull it over.
Yeah, definitely mull that over.
I have to my main priority is the Uber, the hotel, and then I work things out from there, you know, cross that bridge.
Yeah, see? That's not even on the list of things they do.
When I get there.
Mm-hmm.
In the world of Birdie lore, there's only the toucher and the touchy. In this world, it's being groomed or get groom or get groomed.
Definitely do that.
I've been trying to keep my priorities away from the internet because I know that it will make it hard to do those kind of tasks that I need to do.
If you take Birdie offline, he'll die. Yeah. Like, even if he isn't active on his accounts, he's probably on an alt or someone who is just lurking. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be staying here the whole time. I thought I was going to leave, but now I think I should just stay because, you know, my mom's okay. She'll be fine. So I'll just probably stay here and just, like, talk with...
I'm back for the final countdown. Welcome back, Günther.
And, like, somewhere else, I don't know. So we'll just wait for you to get out. That's when I'll leave for that kind of thing.
Okay.
So, you know.
So you know.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to go to your bedroom or something? Let me take off my shoes first. As I was putting my shoes on.
Were they in the doorway the entire time?
Got my suitcase ready. Let's do that.
Okay. That works. Beep. You want to take off your shoes, Lauren?
I'm actually gonna bring it here because
Okay. No worries. You're good.
Do you have more stuff to watch after this? If not, I have something to do. Well, no, after that I was about to end the stream, but if you have something short, I will. Yeah, someone else was listening. This was literally, I think, another person's home.
And my recommendation,
I'll be back to say goodbye when stream ends, but I'm gonna put you all on the background so I can add more to my Mr. Wiggeding shrine. Hell yeah. Do it.
only get a new phone while you're at it, but I'll tell you if I find your old phone.
yeah.
Again,
I still wanna believe I can find it.
Okay.
Because I know that you did give it to me, so I must have it somewhere. And like, even recently, like I thought I lost some clothes, and then I found it a few minutes later. So.
I thought I lost some clothes. How do you lose clothes? Like, aside from socks? How do you lose clothes?
I did overreact about that.
Okay. Alright then, you wanna go in your bedroom?
Yeah, no, that went nowhere. Wow, that was useless. Oh god, Yen, what is that? What is that, Yen? There's a video of them crashing out. Oh fuck, I put this on the wrong.
Consider this a part
god.
2 to
Oh god, wait. Oh god, I fucked everything. Evil Yen noises. Oh Jesus. Oh fuck. I fucked it. I fucked it. I need to stop putting my dick in things. There we go. Aging up a character isn't pedophilic. Jan, what is this? Are you trying to cause a war here? Oh my god, I had a busy afternoon. How late am I? I'm pretty much finished, but Yen showed something to the whale, so we will still be here for. Why is Spammy so wholesome? How did you end up here, darling? I'm worried for you. Yes, same. The Muppet Joker lore is so good. I need you to see a post they made. Spare me. Don't join Lyle Converse. Yen, what is all this? Yen! God damn it.
To the fucking age up characters versus lolicon
Can I do it after this with a Muppet Joker post, please? Yes, sure. Yes, you can. You can,
thing. But here I'll discuss like the fucking intentions of aging up a character for sexual reasons and the stupid point of view where everyone's a pedophile. So let's get into the point of view where everyone's a pedophile. Here's the definition of pedophilia.
The definition of pedophilia. Great start. Great start. I love it when we have to pull up the definition for pedophilia. It's already really good, you know. This hurts. Jan, why would you do that?
Sexual perversion in which children are the preferred sexual object. Which kind of
What?
Children are the preferred sexual object.
Sexual perversion, which children are the okay.
Which kind of debunks, you know, calling somebody aging up a character for sexual reasons pedophilia in its own fucking definition. But sure, let's play ball. Let's
I think it's kind of weird when you look at a minor character and you're like, you know what? Let me draw this character looking the same, but saying they are like 20 now. Because most of the times, from what I've seen, when they age up a character, they don't even make the character look different. Or even when you look at a child character and you're like, they would look hot if they are 18.
Stretch it so it includes, you know, aging up a
Don't worry, dude, they debate a minor on it. Yeah, and why?
Character. We would still have to, you know, figure out if the attention is, oh, I think this minor character is hot. We have to assume that's always the intention. Which, unfortunately, there's a lot of steps into making...
What is this? I stepped away for a moment. This is the Yen derail part where aging up a character isn't pedophilic. This is hell.
A character look different. May it be for an alternate universe or, you know, the aging up thing. There's no real way to be like, oh yeah, the full intention is because this person thinks this child character is hot. Let's use Young Link as an example.
Look in the snail house. Oh god. It's now the whale hour. I let one of you derail and everyone keep. Oh Jesus. Dude, don't put your dick in a microwave again. Quantum, no! Ay.
Apple. You had a crush on this character when you were a kid. But it's kind of that weird thing where it's like, yeah, the character doesn't age, but I do. Because characters, no matter what media it's in, sometimes just don't age for no real reason.
No, that's crazy. For some reason, they don't age with me. That's crazy.
I mean, look at Ash Ketchum. Mother...
Yeah. You see your crush or what? Or do you bring him up?
Fucker has been 10 for like, what, 20 years? Maybe more. You still might have a crush on that character's personality and traits they had. But here's the thing. They're still canonically a minor. Here's where aging up a character kind of plays a part. If you still have that kind of crush feeling on that character.
Yeah, and why do you do this to me? I will get you back for that, Jan. I will get you back.
You start kind of thinking, what if this character was older?
We debated this guy on Ace's stream one time. God damn it.
You know, that kind of starts. And then you start thinking, what if I just made him fucking attractive to me? You know, you age him up, make him sexy, attractive, whatever word you want to fucking use. Then you post a sexual image. I don't think that mindset is pedophilic. But let's go back to the first mindset where
I always find it especially weird if it's like really a child character. Like from, what was her name? Wait. Like from My Hero Academia, there was Eerie, who was like really a kid, and then some people are like, yeah, I think she would look really sexy if she was 18. It was like, why would you even think that? Why?
where, oh yeah, this person's attracted to this minor character, therefore them drawing this adult version.
Yeah, the thing with the horn. It's called a child saint.
Of a character sexy is pedophilic somehow. And oh boy, there's a lot of questions I have to ask about this first mindset. Like, goddamn. First question, why the fuck would they age up a character? And I don't mean just slapping an age lazily on it like a fucking lolly. I mean actual...
I had a client burn his 400k YouTube channel over that thing. That thing is called a child saint. You know these small humans? You call them a child. My stance of aging up a character is that you're gonna have to do a lot of basically fan fiction in order to build up a character up as an adult, and just aging up a character for porn is degenerate. Yeah, that sounds good take.
Character, different design, etc., that type of shit. Why go?
Yeah, it's still better than simping over the child version. I definitely understand that, Amber, but it's still
Go through all of that if you're a pedophile, since...
Oh god, dude, this guy also had an issue with a YouTuber called Graceful, a minor, quitting YouTube and pirating their videos. They claim that because of that, Graceful caused people to be groomed. What? What? I know it has time powers because that was part of his argument for why he should be allowed to fuck. I wish to perish.
Like the dictionary says, you're attracted to children. That includes the body of a child. Why would you bother, making the body different from a child's if you're attracted to children? That shit just doesn't make sense at all. Same pedophiles are attracted to lollies makes sense because they have a body.
Yeah, I think my problem is mostly with people who, like I said, don't change the design at all. And are like, nah, this is aged up. See, it has bigger tits now. And it is 20. Yeah, that's not really that,
You have a child. You see where I'm going with this. It just doesn't make sense when you're practically making an adult character at that point. But you know what? Let's say the intentions were actually awful. They just wanted to sexualize a child character and turn them into adult and sexualizing that, which would be a weird thing for a pedophile to do since they're attracted to children, but what the fuck ever, I guess. Let's say this image of adult Ash Ketchum and Sabrina were like fucking or some shit.
Yen, why do you crave to give me pain? I'm the one who's supposed to give you guys pain. Now you make me suffer.
And say it was made in bad intentions, aka sexualizing a child. Like, the artist is just straight up a pedophile for these characters or something. How would we know the intentions of the creator of the art piece? How could we be like, oh, this is 100% just them pretending not to be a pedophile, etc., etc., etc. The truth is, we can't. For all we know, this person had a crush on these characters, and as time moved on, they just wanted to grow with the characters.
They were like, ah, shit. I can't fuck him anymore.
Yeah, sure, sexual things wouldn't be the first thing.
You don't know, so why are you saying it's not pedo shit? Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? Why are people so invested in things when they have no idea actually about it? You're suffering overtime for this. My unpaid overtime, I love it. Why are you making the same argument? Bro, yeah, he has the oatmeal voice.
In my mind, but you do you, I guess. You can't tell the creator's intent unless they blatantly have it somewhere else.
Oh, he used the E word. He used the E word. Intent my fucking ass.
So just to lump all these together is just extremely bad faith. Saying, OMG, all the people that sexualize kid characters aged up, they're pedophiles, is literally the same thing as saying all black people do crime.
What? Okay, how do you say E in English? Because in our alphabet it's E, okay? I hate it here. Fuck you, Saint. In myself, I. Oh, I? Like I? Okay, gotcha. As a black person, I take offense. Quote by Tusky, I am indeed not black.
It's not true, and it's never going to be true, no matter how much you fucking say it. Should there be standards for sexualized adult versions of characters? Yeah, there should be a standard for that. Like not lazily putting an age on a character. Actually making sure the physical traits of the character matches the age, etc., etc.
The one time you quote and it's to say you aren't black, we can tell. Listen, I gotta make sure, okay, and I don't want people being like, oh my god, do claim she's black, look here, she is so white, people asked her why is she so white.
Like I said in my previous video, these guys are essentially reverse lolicons.
Dew's not black, shocker indeed.
Instead of, oh, my character's technically 5,000 years old and has a child body, therefore they can do adult things. Instead of that, it's like, oh gee, this character unofficially grew up, therefore they can't do adult things. They're basically fucking reverse lolicons.
I hate it here. This is so fucking retarded.
And yes, I hate them both. But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you agree that these people are just fucking bad faith for no real...
Why is Dew so white? She's European. Gay and European.
reason, good on you. If you don't, well, I don't care about your opinion, so...
I don't care. I don't care so much that I even say it.
Whatever, I guess. You can try to, you know, win me
Haha, Saint has an adult woman fetish. Ha!
over, but I don't think
I put an orange cat in chat for palette cleanser. You're an angel, Blue.
it's gonna work, ever. See ya.
Let's see ya. 100 Vern versus a gorilla. Next video, that's great. Okay, again. Making you suffer. Fuck you. I'm just gonna leave this here. My feelings for canonical Susie, who is from Undertale and Minor. Yeah, Susie from Delta Rune, excuse me, not the, yeah. Delta Rune, Susie, who's a minor. is more enjoyment for the personality. Aged up and my headcanon of the idea of a collage student. Susie is more romantic and taking some aspect of her, like being a bully. Yen. Okay. One Joker Kermit before I go further. Yes, Yen, I will look at this one too. By furry bait, yes. God damn it. Yen bringing the content here. Okay, now we have furry Joker stuff. The Muppet Joker. People need to apologize in order to grow as a person. My ex-polycule. People I need to apologize to in order to grow as a person. My ex-polycule. My ex-roommates. God. The Pope. My bitch of a mother. Guy named Ethan. Stole his hair. Guy named Dylan. Ate his soap. Gerard Way. Killed his immortal vampire soul. Horses I need to apologize to. My father's prized horse. Bucephalus. Attempted murder via poisoning. What? What is this? Do not interact. The Muppet Joker. I am scared of what I have created and will close my eyes when posting from now on and will not harmed by my own hubris. Emos and those who indulge in the chemical romance. You people are sick. Minors, people over 30, and people who are 25. That is the age of arrogance. People who have a Gemini moon in their astrological chart. You people are sick. People who are raised Lutherian. Twitter users, Tumblr users, testosterone users. Just kidding. Love you transgenders. Oh, whoa, glumps you. People who identify with either binary gender. It's 2025. Grow up and be a non-bi. Short for non-binary. Those of you who do not understand the and too busy to rewatch Cloak and Dagger for the 5th time. Oh my god, Yen, what the fuck? Tumblr users. Wait. That do not understand the intellectual depth of Homestuck or misunderstanding its themes. Looking at you, Carcat X John Chippers. Mr. Strange, you may look at my blog, but only when I am offline. If I catch you being online at the same time as me, I evil smile and you get scared. I'll mop and kick your ass. Are you scared? 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 Heh. Run while you can. The whale hour here. Okay, let's see what else Yen got. If you want to wrap this up without digging into deep, this is hilarious. Okay. Don't join Liar Convoy Senate. Snugfield mental breakdown.
Mentions of suicide will be in this video, including my own experiences.
Yay, trigger warning.
So, yeah. Don't watch this video if you're sensitive to that type of stuff. Anyways, getting back to, you know,
the oatmeal voice.
What this video is about. I predicted they would do this. I just predicted this shit. Because of course they're going to use Nil Suicide against me because I mentioned it when exposing their fucking shitty ass behavior these fucking idiots promote. Fuck!
Fuck!
Like, Jesus Christ. Fuck these people. On God! Oh, fuck. It pisses me off with people like these. Oh yeah, you're doing this because you want to be popular. You want to get the views from this. You want to get blah 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 from this. Fuck these people. Honestly, go to hell with these people. Oh, OMG, you expose our shitty behavior using nil suicide. But now we're going to say you're using nil suicide to promote yourself in some shit. Fuck
What?
these people. Oh God. Like, seriously. Even in my comment section, this comment right here. Do you look at suicidal people and try to make it about yourself? Disgusting. Delete this. Fuck you! I was disgusting how horrid you fucking people are! You people actually fucking disgust me!
Bro. Eat a Snickers. Maybe some water? A tea?
Jesus Christ!
Maybe Jesus? Some yoga? Meditation? Medication.
If it wasn't for people like you, I probably wouldn't make the video. But here we are, making
If you wouldn't exist, I wouldn't have made a video.
this video. Fuck you. On God. Screw yourself.
You know what? You don't have to make the video. It's fine, you know? Take a break. No, take a breather. Take a nap. You sound like you could need a nap, you know? It's fine. Get your blankie.
Piece of shit. I'm fucking suicidal myself. You don't think I would?
Dude talking me down from crash outs. That's just saint and over VC, bro.
Comment on how you people were using suicidal people in your sick, twisted fucking games.
There are suicide games and no one told me? Yen! Yen! Why did you never tell me about the suicide games? I can't believe you let me out of this. I feel left out. Feel left behind. I feel not being involved. I'm really sad.
This is just a game to you. OMG, OMG. Better use a suicidal person for my own fucking game. But that's what you people are doing.
The only games I play are the worst games, and you never invited me to those. I thought we had something special, Yen.
To this fucking day. Jesus Christ. I'm actually fucking pissed about this. I'm actually fucking pissed. Oh my God. These fucking people. Don't join Senate if you're suicidal. Or have mental problems. Or have emotional problems. Or any problems at all. Or even if you're a normal person. Don't join these fucking assholes.
You know what? I think maybe you need to look off. Go outside, touch some grass, look at the flowers. Hug a tree. You know what? Hug a tree. Feel nature. It's not that bad, okay?
That will say, OMG, this person is
Did you just tell art people not to engage if you're mentally ill or emotionally unstable? I know, right?
promoting themselves about this. And make assumptions that I'm doing it for clout or some shit. Fuck these people. Oh God, they should go to hell when they die. They
Are you telling them they should, you know, kill themselves?
should. And it fucking disgusts me that people are like this. It's fucking disgusting.
How I feel your all experiences. This is magic.
It actually fucking disgusts me. These fucking lunatics using suicide as some sort of chips in their fucking disgusting poker game.
Yeah, and you have poker games? And I weren't invited to the poker table?
Fuck these people. Don't join Senate, because these people will use suicide as a get out of jail free card. Fuck these people. And not even their own suicide. They will use people that they probably don't.
Saint, every time I have a problem with someone, I'll be like, don't do it, Saint will kill himself. I'll poke you too. You can poke me anytime, Quantum. I have suicide black chat, let's fucking go.
Don't know as a get out of jail free card just so they can get one up on their enemies. This is fucking disgusting. Fuck these people.
Damn. Then,
If you're struggling to get more than one,
what the fuck? How did I get here? That. Okay, one more in the chat from Amber. I will be crashing my aunt and uncle's Easter dinner. I will be dressed as the Joker so they know I am dangerous and take me seriously. Once I tell them my speech, they will be humiliated and regret even on inviting me. This did not go well. Unsure about the future of this blog, Mother believes Tumblr is fueling my delusions. That I am the Joker. She doesn't respect my keen identity. Will continue answering Ask, writing fanfiction once this intervention bullshit blows over. Perhaps bringing a sword to Easter dinner was too far. Nah. I honestly think you are a woman trolling as an incel. I do not understand why I keep being called an incel. I'm not involuntarily celibate. I am voluntarily fucking. And don't ever fucking call me a woman again. You do not want to see me in a Joker rage, darling. Okay, this is funny. But with that, we will end it for today. I fucking hated the Queen call. Fucking useless. Yen and the Muppet Joker were funny. Thank you all for stopping by. I will go to sleep. I deserve to sleep. Been a long day. Watch my meme. It's all I want in life. What meme? Should have come 3 hours ago. Ah. God damn it. Okay. How do I get this on screen? Wait, DMs. How do I get this on screen? Fuck me. Copy link. Paste. Yeah, no, that wasn't it. Leak your DMs. No, fuck you. I'm literally too retarded to get it on screen. Open link. No, that fucking downloaded it. That's great. I'm so smart. Your download is being scanned. Just like the NCR, I still need to bring the other thing. Yeah, I downloaded it. Tall, great, amazing. But I need to bring up the open thing on the screen. Oh, wait, no. Because I'm not sharing my screen, I share the browser, okay? Shut up. Can I do it like that? No, of course not. Fuck me! The experience is accurate. Shut up. Window capture. Make media player. There we go.
That's actually hilarious.
Fuck you, Yen. Can't believe I worked for this. Open download page is how Wash got fucked. Yeah, but I don't have degenerate porn but in my folder, okay? I only have man horse in there. And muscle mummies. Okay. That's enough for tonight. Now, you all fuck off. Who else is online? Is Crystal online? No, of course not. Okay, no one else is streaming right now. Okay, great. Wow. Can't recommend you anyone. Chris has stopped his stream. That's great. Okay. Watch whatever the fuck you want. Go to sleep. Whatever it is. Eat your dinner. Eat your din-din. Eat your chicken nuggets. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.